fragmented media independence, and next to Jolt, I am nobody who works kind of sort of hard.
What?
And we've got Liz. Liz, introduce yourself.
I'm here. Hi everyone. I'm Liz. That's all you need to know.
And of course, we've got Shannon, the lovely, the beautiful, the illuminative bunny. She's a little pissed at us. She wanted to be part of last night's interview, but she had to go CP. So
yeah. Also, Shannon, I hate to break it to you, but you're not allowed there, unfortunately. Maybe when you're older, you'll be allowed. Yeah, it's only adults only.
Shannon, don't get pissed. Don't throw a fit. You're on camera. You got to be a professional. Deep breaths.
Yep, deep breaths. It's okay. It's okay, Shannon. Just remember, we're doing it for your own good. Also, you're getting sleep, which is very important.
Yeah, which is something Liz doesn't do. Yeah.
No, I don't, and that's why I'm tired 24/7.
Don't be like us.
Yeah.
Don't be like us. So today we've got this dude that we met yesterday. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Cass.
This dude is that? Oh my God! What kind of introduction?
I'd like to introduce.
You're making us look bad. How could you? How could you?
So I would like to introduce the third most interesting man in the world. Jolt, go for it.
Third most interesting man is like, that's too much. First of all.
No. First of all, you're not the third. You're the second because Jamie thinks he's more interesting than you, and I'm like, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but no.
Yeah. So
y'all are gassing me up. I'm not that interesting.
Bro,
how do you think you landed on this show within like less than 12 hours of meeting me?
Well, I guess I don't know. Well, it's your boy Jolt here. I don't know. There's not much to me. I just try to do a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like as we go through this, entirely too much shit. You will feel like you are not doing enough with your life after talking to this man. Yes, we met Jolt.
It's goals, man. It's like goals. All right, I'm just saying. Like
what,
after hearing your story last night, I was like, you know what? This is good motivation. Like, I like it's very inspirational.
It made me tired, so I went to bed.
I don't even know where the start are from. Like, I feel like we had a conversation about soup, and that's the last thing I remember. Really.
Oh yeah. No, well, okay. So it was because you were showing your animation, and then I was like, oh, you do art, and then you showed off your artwork, and then it led to and then you were mentioning how you have like a bunch of jobs because Damien was like, oh, I want to add you, and then you're like, oh, I have XXYZQR. A million jobs. And then we were like, wait, what? And then we were fascinated. So I was like, hey, what else can you do? And you were like, everything and everything. Yeah. And I was like, what? I'm not even joking, chat. He does almost everything. It's insane. And I was like, well, what inspired you? And then we heard the story.
Nope, never mind. There it is.
And then we had the most VTuber take. Also, Stitches responded back to that. And he was like, what the WTF? What is this? And I'm like, dude, you need to read this.
John, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Also, Bad Damie, how could you forget to put his name in the title?
It's there right there. It's right there.
I know. I saw you switch it over, but Babu made sure to Babu, your manager, is telling me I have to yell at you. So sorry.
What?
I have to.
No.
I have to do that for her.
Come on, man. This was going so well, and then it wasn't.
Listen, what is you are just having an off day today. Like,
I really am.
He had it on Helldivers, like for the talk show, and I'm like, what the fuck, Damie? Like, this isn't Helldivers. Get your brain off of Helldivers. He just always 24/7 playing it. And I'm not even joking about that. He's not only playing it like every waking moment of his day, he's also dreaming about it.
I did have a Helldivers dream.
You know when you play too much, when you start reacting in your sleep?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is the point he's at now.
Yeah. It's not like I've played a little bit.
It's because AI is broke. Yeah. No, he's not an AI. He's a robot. Okay? Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
You're already with the slander this early in the morning.
Yes, you deserve it.
Oh my god. You know what? I got
What?
nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right. So, no arson.
Arson?
No arson.
Arson?
No.
Did I hear arson?
No arson in chat.
Do I must commit arson now? Well, John
No.
said it, so.
No, do not. No, you'll just get Shannon overly excited about fire.
Listen, I'm all for that, okay?
No.
Shannon, you do you.
You get her all riled up and then you leave, and I have to deal with her trying to find the matches. It's not
Yeah,
cool.
good luck. Welcome to being a parent.
I cannot believe you people are lighting my channel. You see what I have to deal with, Jolt? This is my constant. I have to deal with Liz. I have to deal with Liz lighting fires in my chat.
I didn't start it this time. John's did, okay?
Well, yeah, that's the kind of bullshit that he do.
I'm just saying, it wasn't my fault this time.
So you guys are lucky. You get a double dose of late night with Damie and Liz. For those of you who weren't there, you can see our previous interview at the Stack Up. The VOD should still be up. And then right afterwards, we went and met Jolt. So, like,
Yeah.
good for us, I guess.
Yeah, and it was at a funny time because I remember I just started and finished a very, very small animation of about like 10 frames. So
Yeah, and it's really well.
He can
it's
also
really well
fucking
done.
tap dance. I threw that out as some bullshit. Not so much.
I can't tap. I don't even have tap dance shoes. My feet are too big for tap dancing. Just be like tap. It'll be stomp dancing. If
It'd be
anything.
stomp. That's the thing.
Listen, the fact that you can still do it, even if it's not great, the fact that you still have that is still a good achievement.
It's absolutely
not many people even try to start doing that. So
Yeah.
So Joel, tell us a
go
little bit about yourself.
Well, where do I begin?
At the beginning, and then when you reach the end stop. All right,
okay,
anybody
at the beginning.
Anybody who gets that reference, you're my bro.
So, D-Tone caught me right before I was able to say it. In the beginning.
D-Tone's like, start in the middle.
In the beginning, when I was born, I came into the world.
You came into the world.
When a mommy Jolt and a daddy Jolt loved each other very much, or were drunk.
Oh my god. That's how I always start. Whenever I introduce myself, and they're like, "Hey, introduce yourself." I'm like, "I like long walks on the beach." I don't know.
Oh my god.
No, but seriously, I don't even know what to describe. How do I describe myself?
Like, a good question would be what? Yeah, whoa, that's a whole laundry list right there. Before we go into talents, talk about why you became a creator. Like, what made you decide to go into content creating, whether it's streaming or YouTube, whatever it is.
I think it actually starts with art in itself.
Okay, go for it.
When I was growing up, I tried to do a couple of different things. I went from, oh my gosh, this is going to go into my high school experience. So when high school
we got
came,
4 hours, do it.
I decided, hey, you know what? I wanted to try football. So I played football for a year. I was actually pretty good. I was on offense, defense, special teams, and all that stuff. But then my grades started slipping. My parents got after me, and I went into other things. I went into student council. I went to academic decathlon. I went to speech and debate. I went to theater. I was president of the physics club. I was treasurer. I did a lot of stuff. I could go down the list, but that was just a few. I fell in love with theater and with choir, though. And I started
you were a theater kid?
Yeah.
Let's go! I was a theater kid too.
I wound up getting a couple of awards with the competition thing that we wound up doing, the UIL. Best male actor in a supporting role. Had best line. I kind of really got into it, and I realized that I really love art. The arts, I should say. Everything from drawing to animation to theater, martial arts. If it has art in the name, I probably like it. And after high school, my life kind of ended up in the same way that Dami's morning started today. It started getting chaotic. Um, and I strayed away from the art thing. I started focusing on trying to just accomplish um, more of the logical goals about, starting a family and stuff like that too. And I strayed away from that artistic style.
Hmm.
And then a few years ago, I decided, you know what? I'm not going to, um, I guess, keep my dreams locked away. I'm not
Hmm.
going to like uh, um, shut myself off from being who I want to be. And it started with the New Year's resolution, actually. I said I'm going to learn something new every month. I started with a Rubik's Cube, which was the easiest thing, and learned how to solve that, and then went down the rabbit hole from there.
Yeah, and it's fascinating because I've always heard people that about doing trying to learn a new thing every month, and it's actually a really good thing because it does take about a month for people to like learn a new skill. So it is a very beneficial thing, especially if you want to get like a better habits or things like that. You focus one thing at a time and you just focus on that one thing for a month. So that way, after a month, you'll know how to do it right afterwards. So
Yeah,
it is super but it is very beneficial, especially to have that kind of mindset and to really put your focus into that because you really can do a lot in a short amount of time. It only takes a month. You don't have to be you won't be like you don't have to become a pro at it, but at least you have that skill where you will develop a decent, reasonable level of a skill, which is a fantastic. So I think that's that was one of the things that really stuck out to me. I saw that you did art and I was like, oh, he's an artist, cool. And then when you started talking, you told me you're like, oh, I learned this, and I was like, holy crap, this man he's a man of many hats. And I think that's really awesome, and it shows because you're like here, like look at this, look at this, look at this, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing.
yes,
Like just to see like how a month like the skill that you've earned in just a month, it really is impressive. It is very impressive.
thank you.
So I do want to say that. So
And D-Tone's right in the comments. I did pick up animation just yesterday or the other day, and I wound up getting a drawing pad and started drawing because I was just kind of tired of not knowing how to do it. I
hmm
was tired of being dependent on other people to do it. And yes, it's always good to, ask for help. And that's where, I have friends like D-Tone that come in and, give me suggestions.
No, yeah, no, I think it's cool that you picked up animation because I was trying to show you my animation yesterday, but
Yeah.
unfortunately Flash doesn't exist anymore, so I can't show it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because I took a animation class when I was in high school, and it was so much fun because I got to learn like the old fashioned kind of animation. Because I don't think I mentioned this yesterday,
Mm.
but my high school teacher, he actually worked for Disney. He was
Oh,
an animator for Disney. And fun fact, Sully from Monsters Inc. is his character he made. And so his name is Sullivan. And when Disney, so I think, no, was it Disney that bought Monsters Inc. or Pixar? I
Pixar.
forget. Pixar.
And
So
Disney
yeah,
bought Pixar.
right. So when Pixar, I think they bought the because the character was made but they didn't know what to use the characters, so they kind of put them in like a vault. um and Pixar reached out to them and were like, hey, can we use these characters? Can we like use these for a movie? We have an idea. And they were like, yeah, sure. So they sold the characters. And the one of the things that sucks is like the artists don't get the recognition at that point because it goes over to a new company, but the company still wanted to make sure the artist got the credit that they deserved. So they named every Monsters Inc. character after the artist. So that's
Yeah,
how Sully got his name, is actually after my high school teacher, Mr. Sullivan.
that's cool.
Um, yeah, so it's really fascinating to see kind of the just to see how animation works, and especially it's a great skill, especially when you have to do it like frame by frame. It's very fascinating, and I had to do it on pencil and paper, so now animation is a lot easier because you can do it on the computer now. But yeah, no, it's fascinating. I got to see the you whipped that up in what, like 5 minutes or something?
Each frame
Or
takes me about 5 minutes.
oh,
Yeah.
each frame, yeah. So yeah, it's really well done. I was actually really impressed. I'm like, for your first time, like this is really solid. So
Yeah. And I'm still trying to progress. I'm trying to get to the point where I'm more knowledgeable in it. It's gonna take me about maybe a month to do that. But it's something I recommend everybody doing. It's I learned how to draw pencil paper just by, focusing on it for a month. And my first
hmm
drawing was a Goku one. I started painting a month after that, and my first painting I sold for like $50, and it was nice. It was nice seeing that people were actually gifting me um, supplies at work because they were like, "Hey, I saw your product and I can't pay for anything, but here I got you a couple of paintbrushes." It's like, wow, okay.
that's yeah. It's always nice when that's the thing I love about seeing people like starting to get into art and stuff, and especially they're like, oh, is my painting like, is it good? And then when you have people being like, hey, I want to buy something off of you, or I want to commission you, it's a really nice feeling, because then you're like, hey, they like my art. It gives you some sort of self-worth. Get back here, Damie. God damn, he's trying to run away. He's too shy. He's being a shy boy right now.
I'm just waiting for my show back. You're
Oh, well,
doing
I
fine.
noticed you disappeared, so I was just like trying to cover for you. I thought you were like AFK or something, or
No,
do something.
I'm just here. There's not much for me to say. You two are doing fine.
Davey, this is your talk show. I'm just your
Not
co-host.
anymore, apparently.
What the fuck? Bro, you just disappeared. I was
The Liz and
like,
Jolt show.
what do I? Okay, I'll take over, I guess, until he comes back. Don't die! Stop dying! I swear, chat, he's dying every fucking hour, every goddamn hour at this point.
Oh wow.
I'm so sorry about my host. He is he
He's a little
he
two-dimensional sometimes. It's okay.
yeah, he's
Wow.
two-dimensional. Liz, you want his time slot now? Let's go!
God damn it. And there ends my stack up career. As quickly as it started.
Uh,
But okay, I'll hand it back to you, Davey. Do you have anything?
No, you're doing fine.
No, go. This is your show. Take it back. Are you okay, Davey? Like, you good, buddy? Are you?
Maybe.
You're having a day today,
I'm
aren't
having
you?
a day. All right, everybody hydrate.
everybody hydrate. Oh, do I
We have a
have water?
hydrate redeem out. Everybody hydrate.
I do.
All right, so I have nothing to add to this.
Well, there's one thing that we did talk about that I'm still working on. If you want to
Okay.
go down that route.
So this overachieving D-bag is making a game.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your game.
So, to start it off, the game that I'm making is based off of the novel that I've written. It initially had an alpha copy that
Mhm.
wound up getting about 4.9 reviews over 100 reads. And when I remade it or re-edited it pretty much from scratch, I actually had a help from a lot of people, but
Mhm.
I remade it from scratch, and I was thinking, well, how am I going to sell a book? Because honestly, when's the last time somebody picked up a book from a library? Like,
True. I don't
You
pick them
realize
up
I
at
write
libraries.
pen and paper role-playing games. Stop shitting on books. But please
Well,
continue.
but to be honest, it's like it's a dying market, and so I started thinking, because I do have about 10 years experience in business, was Where
Of course you do.
where is the demand? And it's always in video games, right? The light
Mm-hmm.
bulb hit me like, like a brick. And I was like, yo, I can turn this into a video game and tell the story through the game's lore.
Mm-hmm.
Games like Baldur's Gate did this very well. Um, but I was like, okay, well, let me make a
Yeah.
game. I'm gonna make a 3D medieval fantasy MOBA. And I wind up talking to quite a few people, including D-Tone, including a buddy that I've known for about 10 years named Blaze, another guy that I've known for 10 years named Jack, and another guy that I've known for about 15 years that
Mm-hmm.
I just retouched our conversation and our relationship back on. He's going to be our art director as well. And we're all going to make a game. There's about 60 people working on it already. 15 core members, 60 people, including the voice actors. We may also include a couple of celebrities that may be involved too. I don't want to throw that out there, but yeah.
Yeah, but it may happen, but it's not guaranteed yet.
Yeah, so I don't want to say anything.
You
Yeah,
want to
no,
add
that's very fair.
you want to add talk show hosts to your list of shit? Because I am definitely not. I am definitely not qualified to give this interview.
Yeah.
No,
And,
you are
and,
doing great, Damie.
and look, I can mention every single person if I want to, but there's a huge staff. There's a lot of people.
Apparently, you forgot an animator.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
we
Lump is
technically
pretty
have
pissed.
we technically have two animators on our team. We have two 3D modelers. We've got oh man, we have a lot of people, and I'm very, very proud of each and every one of them. They've all helped out tremendously, and we're still getting it really close to alpha. We
Let's
passed
say,
the
what's your
MVP.
development cycle look like on that?
Everybody's working simultaneously.
Okay, good, good.
So the sound's pretty much done already. Um, the artwork's getting there. Our art director is about to come into the server soon. Within actually today, we're going to introduce him to everybody. We got a couple of models done. We have the base set up, the map's done, or the alpha part of the map is done. It's all just coming together slowly, but it's getting there, and we're hoping that it just launches off into success.
I hope the best, and especially like when it is like done, please let me know because I will definitely be purchasing it because I also like to read books too. I try to do it during my downtime. I always love to have a good book. Um, because especially when you have games, and that's something I noticed. You mentioned about the games.
Mhm.
WoW, I believe, and Warhammer also write their own books. Halo has their own
Warhammer!
too.
Yes.
So they do really really well. They do go hand to hand because it's a good way. Like you can't explain all the lore in
Most
a
of the
video
Warhammer
game.
games are fucking fire too. Like
Yeah,
most of the 40K books are really good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Warhammer also has their own like company that writes these books, and so it's very easy for them to keep it in house and stick to the lore because everybody gets basically a compendium of what the lore is, and they get to write from there. It's very very interesting. The same thing happens if you write a Star Wars novel. There's a literal book of all the canon stuff for Star Wars so that you don't contradict someone or something that occurred beforehand that's considered that is considered part of someone else's work. So and that's crosses across all borders, by the way. If you write a comic, you have to make sure that as far as the canon, which is a new canon now, but as long as you have to stay canonical to it, otherwise people they really don't want people getting confused, and they want to create a seamless universe, which is very very interesting. Oh my god, Babu, you fucking traitor. You know what? Fuck this. I'm out.
No, stop it, Damie. Stop getting shy. Okay, you're doing great.
All right, so how does one properly balance a MOBA? Because one of the problems with MOBAs is one, balancing the characters out, being able to express the concept of what you're trying to say about the character through the abilities. But a real big problem with MOBAs is power creep. Now,
Yes.
when you first start, that's easy. Everybody kind of plays how you want, but as you add more and more and more, depending on what abilities you add, you start running. You can always use more streamers broadcasting this game. All right, if I get a free copy, I'll do it.
It's going to be free to play. Um, but let me answer your question. Balancing has always been a thing for us, so we kept it basic. Obviously, the beginning parts is really simple.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're doing differently about our MOBA is that we're not focusing on the characters
Okay.
because the book is not about the characters. The book is about the people.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And so we decided to make the minions or the soldiers, as what we call them. You're able to upgrade the soldiers. You're able to enhance the soldiers and have them fight these battles for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For instance, have you ever played the game Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor?
I have.
What happens to the minion if the minion kills you?
I don't remember.
They
Oh,
get
it
a
levels
buff.
up.
They level up.
That's right. I'm
So
like,
these
oh
minions will
yeah,
have
they
a
get
level up
better when you
system.
kill them.
Yes, these minions will have a level up system as well. So your whole kit could be, hey, I'm going to grab these two or three minions. They're going to run with me through the jungle, and we're going to attack, um, you know, the actual tower.
Junglers.
Hmm.
All right, now are you going to be using tower based or are you going to be using area control based? Because
There
the
will be a
DC one
tower.
used area control, as did the Pokemon game.
Yes. So in this setup, the way we have it, we have three different maps. The
Mm-hmm.
first one that we're going to have in our alpha map is called the skirmish mode. Very
Okay.
simple. We're just trying to get people into the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to have one tower and one fountain area where the barracks is and where the king is.
Okay.
We designed it so that way each game is no longer than 30 minutes. To
Okay.
do that, the king is going to march forward at 25, 26 minutes. He's going to march forward towards the middle, and the other king will march forward as well. They're going to meet in the middle with
They plan on dueling.
all of the soldiers. Everybody's going to be meeting in the middle for one giant battle at the end.
Very
From
cool.
25 to 30 minutes, you're fighting an all-out war.
Mm-hmm.
Whichever king dies first, that team loses.
All right. Okay.
No, that sounds actually very interesting.
Yeah.
I
So
like that.
at
I like
every
that
point of the
concept.
game, you have something different going on to where you may have a character that's better in the early game, but somebody else
Mm-hmm.
may have a better character that's better in the end
You
game.
move in to start making board games, and I'm gonna slit your fucking throat. I want you to know that. You stay out of my pond, asshole. You stay
But
out of my
Damie,
pond.
Damie.
What?
But what if he wants to make a board game and he wants to work with you?
Yeah.
He could reach
If
out to
that
you.
if that's the case, I will happily help create a board game. Or if you wanted to make a role playing game involving your world, I would happily help come up with mechanics with it. Only because it's making a role playing game is like building a story.
Yeah.
The thing is, you don't finish the story. You start it. You give a backdrop to it. You say, these are the characters, this is the world. And then you just kind of hope to God that they create their own stories. John's at War asks, how will you handle low player bases if it happens? Will you have bots fill in the game slots? And how will the difficulty scale if you use bots?
So
Yeah,
that's
Great
something
Joel.
that
questions.
that's a really good question. And that's something that we've already brought up in our GDD.
Of course you
Um,
have.
so one of the things that I've always hated in MOBAs is, let's say you're playing a game with
Mm-hmm.
three of your friends, or let's say three of us get in, and
Yeah,
the other team has their three people. Well, for whatever reason, one person disconnects.
that is rough.
Um,
Yep.
what we're going to do is add an AI to that player, um,
Okay.
to replace it, and that
Oh.
player is going to play defensively. So if the tower is getting
Very
attacked, they'll come
nice.
out and attack. If the
Okay.
tower gets destroyed, they'll back up to the barracks and defend that barracks.
Okay, so
So
now you have to
even
program behaviors.
yes, so even if we get to the point where only two of you are available and you don't find a third person within a minute or two, you'll have a bot that comes on. He won't play aggressively, but he'll be able to at least cover, that gap of where it needs.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yes.
I see.
I
So
had a MOBA
similar with
idea.
what DVD has done with the early game.
What
Disconnectors,
is
yeah.
DBD?
Yeah.
Dead by
Dead by Daylight.
Daylight!
Okay, yeah, yeah.
I had an idea for a MOBA once.
Why
But
didn't you finish it?
shut up, Jolt, fucker. You have a whole team. It was just me.
It was
Um,
just me until I got my team.
again, shut up, Jolt. My idea was to do a MOBA based on fantasy characters.
Yeah.
I think I honestly,
Literary fantasy characters.
Jamie, if you still have this idea, you have connections now. You have people you can talk to. You
This is
literally
true.
have
I
someone
know
who
a
is
lot more
doing his
people.
own game and can help you with this.
This is true. I just really wanted to watch Alice beat the shit out of Dorothy Gale. Is really all I wanted. But I don't think Alice in Wonderland has entered the public consciousness.
We could.
A VTuber MOBA is great, but you know who
That sounds
is?
great.
Peter Pan is public domain.
We could technically
true.
use a lot of fantasy characters for skins, and we could do something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my
If you
god.
ever want help or you
VTuber
want some ideas,
MOBA.
hit me up.
Oh my god.
I am an ideas guy. Well,
Literally,
obviously.
you can stab people.
Yeah, it makes sense though because my particular bread and butter is board game and role playing design. That's where I cut my teeth on creativity, and it really that has shaped most of my life and what I want to do. Being exposed to fantasy gaming at such a very, very young age, like I was about 10 or 12 when I played my first module, and it like opened up a whole new world for me. What sort of, do you have a thing like that where there was just a clicking moment? You're like, this is what I want to do. This is really resonating with me.
It's kind of fascinating that you said that because that's what happened to me, and it's not a one-time moment. It's a repeated thing because as soon as you get that click, you have the opportunity to pursue it, right? So
Yeah.
you pursue that click, and as you're pursuing it, you're gonna plateau somewhere. You're gonna start going like, okay, well, I did what I determined was the right thing to do. And as you're doing that and you're plateauing, you sit there for a moment, and this is what I was doing with my book, and I was talking to D-Tone, and it clicked again, and I was like, yes, I made my book, and because I was making the book, because I was rewriting it the right way, it clicked again and said, this is how you're going to actually sell the book. And I was like, wow, this
I
is
have
good.
like a distinct problem. There's always another idea in my head. There's always another game that I'm making or tinkering with.
Well, there's nothing stopping you from making any of those ideas.
No,
The thing
of
is,
course not.
you make because I'm the kind of person where I'll wake up with 10 or 11 ideas every day. The thing is, what can you do? What can you start? And can you give it at least a couple of weeks before you move on to the next thing?
Oh, you finish it, and then you hope that you're done, and then you're like, well, but what if you were stuck under the sea as a robot, and you had to, in order to get to the surface, you had to prove that you were alive, so you have to collect all the components to make a heart. Like, that's the kind of shit that I wake up and I'm like, oh. And then how do you express that? Because there's two ways to do design philosophy when it comes to board games. You have a mechanic that you really, really like. You're like, oh man, I love this mechanic. Well, now I have to figure out what I'm going to attach to it to make it interesting outside of just this mechanic. Or the other way is you have a really good idea and you're like, okay, so how do I mechanically express this in a way that people can have a tactile experience with it? And that's also the same thing you do with role-playing games, is especially that you have an idea, you have a concept, but then you have to, hi Rogue, but then you have to come up with a way to allow your characters to experience it, to interact with it. And it's really along the same lines as the kind of the same idea as attaching a MOBA to your book. It's a way to allow characters to interact in a very real, very tactile way with the media that they're consuming. And I always found that to be very interesting. Now, sometimes it doesn't work very well. The World of Warcraft, which I think was a modified version of the third edition, or was it just straight D20? I can't remember. It was garbage. It did not. Sometimes you fail to satisfy, and that's always like. I want to say it's demoralizing, but I'm pretty sure the World of Warcraft people didn't care. But like the Warcraft people didn't really care too much. It was a good project, I think, because the whole thing of Warcraft was it started as a game, so you began with a tactile interaction with this world, and then people wanted to know more, so they wrote some books, and then World of Warcraft came around, and now you could in a very real sense live in this world that that you've played the RTSs, you've read the books, and now you have the opportunity to exist in this world. So it made sense that a role-playing game would be the next thing you do to allow you to build stories that are not given to you. Mechanically, though, it wasn't very good. And that's where you run into problems, is if your mechanics don't match up with what you're trying to express, the whole thing can fall apart. And that's always got to be frustrating. But like anything, like I tell people in design, right? Because I've been approached for design, and like, well, I don't like it didn't work right away. Everything you've ever played at any point in time has sucked balls. It's just part of design. You have an idea, you put it in, you watch it work, and it doesn't work. You're like, well, shit. You don't give up, because the design process is taking something that's a good idea that isn't working and make it work. And that takes hours of time, it takes dedication, and more importantly, you have to believe in what you're doing. Because if you don't believe in the project, you will not be able to take that extra step that's necessary, push through that wall, and make that what it should be. I mean, part of what you do with a project is you have to be true to your intent. And every game that's worth its salt deserves the attention to detail to make it into what it should be, what it can be, and more importantly, what it deserves to be. And that is always something that where people stop short. Money's also a big problem. Money's the root of all evil and one of the hugest problems to design. Otherwise, you have to have a lot of people who are willing to work for almost nothing. That's actually how my work with the Dawnfather goes. I'm not making very much on my end for the promise of being able to make something, on the back end. But a lot of this is just a labor of love. I love what I do. And what I do makes people happy. And at the end of the day, when you design books and you design games, I think that one of the things that helps you keep going, I think is not the conceit, because a lot of these projects have conceit behind them. I wrote this, it's brilliant. Pat myself on the back, right? I did it. But I think that the purest form of expression is wanting to make someone happy or wanting to get them intrigued and take them away. A truly good game, a truly good novel, a truly good role-playing game takes you away from where you are. And it puts you in this other place for as long as it lasts. And then you go back to what you were doing, and the goal is to make them hungry to come back. Also, Jolt, you ready for this?
No. Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
You're such a good co-host. You mind if I just go and let you finish the interview?
Is it
That
over?
was the hobo ara
okay.
ara.
Okay, it is. I have to take off my headset for that. I hate it. Also, Steel, fuck you. Fuck you, okay? You know I hate that. It hits my ears in a way I don't want, okay? It is not something I need, okay?
I feel
Oh,
like
man.
I don't have enough of it. Yeah, it's the hobo ara ara.
It's his, like, iconic thing
It's
now.
my thing.
And I hate it because they always do it to me.
The Stardew Valley is a really good example of a labor of love. Also done by like one dude basically, but it really is. You can tell that a lot of affection went into it, and that is, I think, one of the things that people can intrinsically pick up on. I don't care much for the Sword of Truth series. It was 2 good books, and then it got fucking weird for no reason. Like, really weird. And when you read it, I feel like there's a conceit there. Oh, people like this other book. Here's some weird shit. Enjoy it. And I think that there's a line that you have to draw. Because ideally, this is my feelings, and so they're correct. What you do when you create these things is for the entertainment of others. If you can entertain at least one person, you're doing good.
I think it goes more than that. I think it fulfills.
Did I sound like I was done, Joel?
I'm sorry.
I'm giving you shit. I'm giving
Davey.
you massive shit, Joel. Please, I actually want to hear your thoughts on this.
No,
Take
I
it
think
away.
I'm gonna add to that. I think it also entertains you, but it's more than that. It's not just entertainment. It's bringing something to life that had died.
Yeah.
Your inner child.
Wow, that was dark. I didn't anticipate that to get dark. Please elaborate on this really fucked up thing that you said, because I was with you. You're like,
You said yeah, and then
something
said
that,
no.
like something that, I'm like, yeah, this spark that's inside of you that makes you feel good, and you're entertaining yourself, and you're stoking the fires of your creativity, and you're like, you go the opposite way, and you're like, yeah, the thing that died.
Your inner child is dead, bro.
So please, Jolt, elaborate on this very dark thing that you just said.
Most people, when they
Yes.
become mature enough to work and to make money to buy the things that they need and what have you,
Yeah.
they fall into the cycle of I need to work to buy the stuff that I need, and I need the stuff that I need, so I have to work. And they forget about who they are. And it's
Yeah.
a sad truth. And yes, we play video games. Yes, we do that to escape from that reality.
Mhm.
But you play the games, you watch the movies that help you escape, because those movies, those games have life in it.
Yeah.
It touches your
Ideally.
inner child. Yeah. So it's the creators, the people like you and I and everybody else that's in here, the people who create things are giving breath to that inner child
Mm-hmm.
that would have
I'm a
otherwise
terrible
be
adult.
dead.
I'm
Moral
I'm
of the
a
story,
terrible
Steel?
adult.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
So, let's talk about your game again, because apparently that's interesting. Have you heard
My
of
God,
the concept
Jamie, don't
of the...
belittle our guest. Are you kidding me? You want him to come back. What is this? Like,
No,
God
everybody
damn.
gets one interview. So,
Excuse me, I got 2, okay.
this is true. So, have you heard of the concept of the gameplay loop?
Loop? Tell me.
The
Enlighten me.
loop. Okay, so this was actually brought to my attention by the Halo dudes back when Bungie was good. And they said Halo is effectively 5 minutes of fun. You go someplace, you shoot the place up, you then find the next place, and you engage in combat again. And they said the most important part of the game is making that loop feel fresh each time. Making that 5 minutes of fun as good as the last 5 minutes of fun that they had in order to keep the person's attention. The gameplay loop in oh god, I'm dying. The gameplay loop in most MOBAs is, you know, the combat, right? And then you basically wiggle around playing footsies, because that's all that MOBAs are afterwards. You do your combat, you play footsie with the enemy, then you engage again. You play footsie with the enemy, and then you engage again. And some people really like that, right? Some people don't particularly like that, but that MOBAs aren't for everybody. So what is your core focus for your gameplay loop?
I think, and this is my first time hearing gameplay loop in this context. So it's really different for me, but I really find it interesting because when I bring up my MOBA, when I talk about it and the gameplay and how I want it to play, I feel like it's more like chess, where yes, you're moving pieces,
Yeah.
and yeah, you're right. There's sometimes a lot of defense, but in this one, because there's a lot of different things moving at the same time, and you know you only have 30 minutes of it, you have a pressure involved with the footsies.
Yeah.
Because you could play footsies for 25 minutes, but that game is going to end. And if you've been playing defense the entire time, chances are that other person is taking advantage. So you might want to go out a little bit. I feel like the loop is a little bit different, and yes, it's typical of MOBAs to do that. But in this case specifically, I feel that there's a little bit of pressure to push them forward. And it's kind of like you're on a cliff.
Yeah.
And you're looking down at the valley below, and you just feel that gust of wind just pushing you, and you're like, oh, I want to take a step forward, but I'm scared.
Why the hell do you have the call of the void in your description? Hey, you know what? It's like looking down a valley and being like, fuck it, I'm gonna jump. Like, what the hell, dude? I like that. I like your metaphors and your concepts on how you liken things to things. But I gotta tell you, John, that's fucked up. You're killing the inner child. You're having people jump off valleys. So you would say the loop is. So it sounds like the loop for you is the footsies itself.
It's the impulse. It's the impulse of wanting to do something, knowing that you don't have a lot of time left. And this is how I view life. It's like I started looking at this when I turned 30. Was I don't have a lot of time left. I need to make a decision.
Oh, don't say that. Liz is turning 30. She'll freak out.
So Liz is gonna find this out. As soon as she hits 30, she's gonna realize that she only has less than 50 years left to do anything she wants to do. And then that's it. Game over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good job there.
Okay, I'm just gonna go lie down. You know, Jamie, you got this, right?
Yeah,
you have the I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you want to have a line? Just hug Shannon. Hug Shannon.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Jolt, you did the exact thing I told you not to do.
Oh my God, they were right. I'm falling apart. I'm not. They are right. I am a boomer. I'm becoming a V boomer.
It's terrible, by the way. I am a V boomer. It's awful.
It's okay.
You got this.
Okay.
Deep breaths.
All right. I'm back. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm alive.
You're here?
I'm
I
okay.
feel like I'm
okay.
darker than you, Damie.
You are younger than me.
Good. It's okay. You know what? Life is you know, happy place, happy little trees,
place.
you know, happy little accidents.
Little trees.
Bob Ross, you know, he taught us everything.
The point of what I'm trying to say is you need to take a leap of faith, because if not, you're going to stay there and you're going to lose out on everything you could take advantage of.
You have any more really depressing shit to say to us? Because we're like only an hour in, and you have so much time to demoralize us.
I can give sad facts too, you know.
I'm a very positive person, okay?
Really? You're killing the inner child, and you're pulling up the the call of the void. You're a
Yes.
very positive person.
If you do nothing, if you stay stagnant, yes, you're doing all of those things.
Yeah.
And I
yeah,
hope with this game that it pushes you forward to say, you know what, let me finish that drawing I wanted to do. Let me
Okay.
learn how to play guitar. Let me go, get myself a pet that I've been wanting to get. Let me go on a vacation for once in my life. Do something.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care what it is. Nobody cares what it is. Just do something and people will reward you. People will show you that they appreciate who you are because you've done something other than stay stagnant. Don't die.
So that's Jolt just told you to go out and do something with your life. I love
Go
it.
touch fucking grass, guys. You all are stinky. Get outside. Get some sun in your life. Go touch some grass. And if you're allergic to grass, go touch dirt or something. Anything that you're not allergic to. Just go out, live your life, and try to live with no regrets.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I stand with that. Don't live with any regrets. Go do things.
I have
Carpe diem. Exactly. Carpe diem. That's what they taught you in fucking high school, man.
Carpe
Carpe
diem.
diem. And also, Johns, you need to go touch more than the keyboard and mouse, all right? You know this.
Yeah.
Touch grass, eat grass, or oh God, I can't read. Touch grass, eat ass, go fast, and eat a Tide Pod. No, Steele, we're not eating Tide Pods.
No
Oh my
one's eating
God.
Tide Pods.
The forbidden snack.
The forbidden berry.
Oh my, Dito. All right. You calling me a fish now? How many days have we known each other and now you're calling me a fish? Oh, damn.
Long enough for him to call you a fish.
Man, I feel like that is the longest it has taken someone to call me a fish.
Yeah,
Usually when people find that out, they're like, oh, okay, fish. And I'm like,
so I think
mind.
Joel, you would agree with what's written on your coffee cup, which is the sacred words of the House of AI, which is established dominance.
Yes.
Yeah. Always, yep, established dominance. So, Joel,
Yes.
how can you have such great ideas and great? Why do you always segue into something depressing with like the most joyous sounding voice ever?
it's great. I love it.
I'm joyful because of that. Because if you're not moving, if you're staying still, you're not doing anything. You're not growing.
Yeah,
If you go to the gym, for example, let's say you go to the gym and you
I'm
don't
going
work
to the
out,
gym.
you're not helping yourself.
That's true. Yeah.
need
why
to
why go
move.
to the gym in the first place?
And I'm not saying it has to be physical. You can learn coding. You can, learn how to draw. It takes a piece of paper and a pencil to learn how to draw, and YouTube. Everybody has YouTube now. If you don't have YouTube, please go to the library. If like something, find something to do. Ask for help. But keep moving, because if you stay still, yes, it does get depressing.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
true.
I like it.
Wise, very wise words. It's true. Why even bother if you're just not even gonna try it in the first place? You
No.
gotta kind of motivate yourself.
Because it's scary. It's scary to try something and thinking that you may fail.
Yeah.
And that's where
yeah.
people get stuck at. It's like, well, what if I fail? Well, what if you succeed? How about that?
Yeah, well, that's the thing people forget too, is like all these people who are successful in their lives, they had to go through so many failures until
Unless
they
you're
got
Elon
to
Musk.
their success. No, even Elon has many failures. I mean, he's going through one right now
Yeah.
with Twitter. So I'm just saying.
Well, look. I have absolutely no sympathy for the rich, but one of the things that really, when they're like, "What's the worst that you can do?" is fail, and that's very scary to people. But I see it. I have a different view. I see it less than what happens if you succeed. I see it more as, yeah, but you're going to be stuck going, well, what if? And there's something so terrible about what if. But what if I had tried? Yeah, what if you would have tried? Because if you're going to fail at something, right, which inevitably you will, but if you're going to fail at something, at least you can say, I tried. At least you're able to say, well, I gave it my best. And that can be very cathartic, knowing that at least you did the best that you could. And if you make it, hell yeah. You made it. You succeeded at what you were doing. But if you don't try it, you're at fault if it's important to you. If you're like, man, I should try tongue. Don't. But, like, that's not what we're talking about.
Don't mind Damie.
Give a project a chance.
Yeah.
If you think you have a shot at it, do it. Because why not? Right?
Yeah, and especially you don't know. You're saying, what if I fail? Well, how do you know if you're going to fail or not? You haven't tried it out yet. So it's
and even if you do fail, you'll know why you failed. I think what's even worse is if you succeed and not even know why you succeeded.
That's
or
true.
you failed and you don't even realize why you failed. If you failed, then okay, you learned something. What did you learn? If you establish a connection with someone, let's say you have a friendship or a relationship or what have you, and that relationship failed, well, what did you learn from that?
Oh man, don't get me. I learned that some people are secretly bastards, and that's what I learned with my last one.
Well, you gotta also realize too that there are certain flags that may go up into the next one. Well, if that person puts the thermometer, what's it called, the thermostat at 85, that person's crazy.
Oh God, that's really hot. Hello, Zach.
That's a little too warm. All right.
That is a lot of warm.
That is too hot. Okay.
I prefer.
As someone who lived in Florida for a decade, I can tell you it's very hot.
Yeah.
Jamie used to always hear me complain about how fucking hot it was.
Constantly about how the heat. As opposed to complaining about being in Florida, which is really what the complaint should be. I'm in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm so
sorry. If you're in Florida, then if you dated somebody who's in Florida and you failed that relationship, you should realize, like, maybe people from Florida is not who I am.
It's interesting because my previous hetero life mate, that didn't work out, but they wanted to move to Florida their whole life. So that should have been the red flag right there. When my creator was like, I want to move to Florida. No. Wow. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, it's not like I'm marrying someone who lived in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not the case.
Yeah.
Goob is definitely, okay. He's an exception because he was born in the north and then he moved to Florida and then I brought him back up north because he was like, I hate it here. So, yeah, I saved him. So it's good. It's good.
Saved him from himself. Well,
he also hated it down there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're an hour and 3 in, and Jolt, quite frankly, is giving me an inferiority complex. Should we end? Should we just move on?
Wow. Damie, how dare you?
All
no.
Right.
Shut up.
Jolt.
Yes, sir.
I would say
no, not the South specifically, Steel. Just Florida.
Florida.
Only Florida.
Nothing. If I'm like, hey, what'd you fail at? You'll be like this, and then suddenly I was good at this. So I don't feel like putting myself in that situation. We know that you're a go-getter. You're an overachiever on a deeply upsetting level. But what's cool is that you put so much passion into what you're doing. And if you're going to do something, and I love this idea, and it's something I would suggest if you're going to do something, take some pride in it. Because you're not going to you're not going to make a good work or have a good time if you don't take pride in your work or what you're doing. Don't do something just because you think that's what should be done. That is... Please continue.
I'm sorry.
No?
I was going to say, don't compare yourself to others either. Don't ever do that.
What are you fucking taking pot shots at me now, Joel?
No. I'm saying is don't compare yourself to others. All I'm saying is...
Yeah, Damie. Yeah, maybe you should take his advice, Damie.
All I'm saying is, yes, you could look at somebody's work and be like, hey, that's really cool. How did you do that? But if I compare myself to, like, let's say I wanted to draw, your face, right? And I didn't do as good as... If I didn't do as good as how you did it, it doesn't mean that I'm inferior to you. It just means that you just practiced it longer than I did.
I didn't draw myself.
I'm just giving you an example.
Yeah.
But Damie, the word of advice, the lesson you should take from this, and this is not only to Damie, but to chat as well,
Yeah.
is don't compare yourselves to other, only compare yourself to yourself. That everyone has their own their own pace in life. Some people are going to go faster than others. Some are going to go slower than others. You should never have to compare because everyone comes from a different walk of life and a different path. So that's very unfair because you're not all starting at the same starting line.
No.
Right? It's you're all on a different fucking track, your own fucking race course. So to say like, oh, well, this person's like more successful than me, it's because of the fact that they're on their own fucking track. Like they're on a completely different section. Just compare yourself to yourself. It's why I got into cross country because I had to only compare myself to myself. So I was trying to beat myself and beat my time. And I realized how positively that impacted me. And it helps your mental health too. It's like how I take, and this is how I take streaming to content creators out there. Compare yourself to yourself. Be like, what can I do this year that I can improve next year? Whether it's, hey, my viewership has gone up by like, by 1, view, which is great. That's better than last year you. Like you should be enjoying that. And really respecting that and really just appreciating like, hey, I'm improving, even if it's a little bit. You should be celebrating that. That achievement is such a good thing. It means you are improving over time.
Zach,
so
do you have a question? Sure, repost your question.
Oh, okay. I can actually read that for Zach. My newest question of the day: if you could send any 2 video game characters on a fancy restaurant date, who would you choose?
Like, can I date 2 characters?
Lara Croft and Master Chief.
Well, hey yo.
There's no question about that.
Lara
Croft because she can appreciate the food, and Master Chief because the armor stays on during sex.
Wait, D-Stone and Jolt are characters? Damn, I didn't know this. Okay. I ship it.
You're not getting on King characters yet.
Yeah. Dante and Solid Snake. Oh, that's it.
So if I had to ship 2 characters, fictional characters?
No. You're not shipping characters. Who are you taking? You have 2 characters. Who are you taking on a fancy dinner?
Oh, like us 3, like,
Yeah,
okay.
going to a fancy dinner.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about that. Y'all 2 answer, and I'll probably have an answer by.
I did. Lara Croft and Master Chief.
Yeah, well, yeah, but.
Well, I don't. I guess I would say my wives. Because they're characters. Because they're VTubers.
No, video game characters, not VTubers.
Hey!
Stop failing at the question.
Oh yeah, it did specify video game. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Now I'm under pressure.
Kenny got from Street Fighter. Good choice.
Oh my God. Oh, who would I don't even know. Oh God. There's so many characters. There's so many hot characters. Oh, video game characters. Oh man, I can think of anime characters.
Well, that's
No,
not
video
what the
game.
question
Wait,
was.
but they do have video game forms of them.
All right.
All right.
Who? And I will
Ace from
tell
One
you if it's
Piece
okay.
and who would be the other person
What video game is Ace in?
One Piece? Any of the video games?
Nope.
I said nope.
Oh, hold on.
Nope.
I'm blanking out on the names. Hold on. Oh my God, what is that? The newest game that just came out. What is it called? I'm blanking on it. One Piece. Oh God, I can't remember the name, but it's so good. Oh yeah, I can date my husband. Oh my God, you're right. I would take my husband, right? Because he's a video game character. Pokemon Goob.
This
All
is
right.
true.
So of course I would take him out because that was awesome. And then oh God, what was the name of the fucking game? Oh my God, why am I blank? Oh, Odyssey. There we go. One Piece Odyssey.
Okay.
Bam.
All right, fair enough. So I can't cheat and use Lara Croft since you already picked Lara Croft.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to go with Jill Valentine
Okay.
and that girl from what's her name? That girl from Blood Rain.
Oh, let me look that up for you.
What's her name? The girl from Blood Rain. Y'all don't know about that. I just revealed my age to y'all. What's up?
Blood
I know
Rain? Oh,
Blood
well,
Rain.
no, trust me. Damie
It's
is
literally
ancient.
fucking Rain. I thought so.
Yeah, Rain. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blood Rain herself.
So I have a fun factoid about that. So when they did the Playboy video game character edition, right? Right?
Yeah.
They asked the Blood Rain people if they could change Rain's boobs so they were more teardrop shaped than stripper shaped. And I love that the Blood Rain people went, yeah, no, man. Them titties is the way they is. I really like them standing their ground on that. Also, if you want to see Marge Simpson naked in a official capacity, they also did one on animation characters. And Marge Simpson took off the top. But I think kept her hair up, and that's...
See, as soon as you said that, and people started dropping from the stream. No, just kidding. I'm joking.
Yeah, like, fuck that. No, they're gonna go check out that Marge Simpson thing. Like, no time for Damie. Time to go look at old Playboys.
He said, if I stay still, I don't take.
So...
Oh my god, Damie, stop dying.
Great interview. All right,
Die
Joel.
slower.
You die slower. You can take over now. You want to switch places? I can just leave. So, Joel.
Damie, what did we just tell you? Stop it.
Have you ever thought about getting into podcasting?
I thought about it. It takes too much time away from me to do it consistently.
Okay, that is true. It is not... If you want to do a good podcast... Look, everybody. Hey. It's me, Damie. How you doing? If you want to do a good podcast, consistency is very, very important. Because if you're not consistent, no one will show up. Also, have an idea, unless you're really good at not having ideas. If you're really good at not having ideas, lead into it. But most of the time, you're going to want at least one topic. That's been your date. Oh, wow, Joel. Wow, buddy. Well, one, everybody hydrate. Two, Joel, I think based on the things that you've said, that your conductivity as a person is probably above average, and you should be happy about that, but still avoid electricity.
I like being above average.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
As I can say, as someone who does have a podcast as well, and right now it is
Jolt.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
hear you like to make the
I will
video games.
pick this up afterwards. Oh
I
god,
know-
those headphones came off.
You,
Oh shit.
can I
Oh
be in
god.
it?
Okay. I gotta pick it up real quick. Oh god. Okay. Fuck you, Damie. Okay. Yeah.
Johns,
But
I think that your absorbency is delightful.
what kind of compliment is that?
He's delightful.
That okay, whatever. Oh my god. You would
You were
have a
saying?
definite. Oh no, I do, but it's hard to tell when he's done, so I just rip him off because I can still kind of hear it, but it doesn't bother my ears as much. Like when he did it in person, I was
use
like, oh, this
absorbency too often?
isn't bad.
Fine. You know what? Fine, Steele. Hey, Johns, you look like the type of person who could shit his pants and still seem classy as fuck, and I appreciate that about you. There, Steele.
What
You
are
happy?
these backhanded compliments?
That's not a backhanded compliment. Most
What
people
the
who shit their
fuck?
pants would not be classy.
Oh my god.
Question
Oh
for
my
Liz.
God.
Zach, you get one of these a stream, but we'll go for it. If you could be a character in any video game, which character would you choose?
character in any video game? Get back to me on that one. I'll think about it.
All right,
How do you
think
not
about that
have
one.
a given one? Why wouldn't you be the protagonist for Power World at least?
Oh wait, no, I'll just be myself because I am a video game
You
character.
are a video game
in
character.
Pokemon Goop, which is
Hey.
on my YouTube channel. I'm totally not shilling right now. Which
Please shill
episode
harder.
6 just released today. So, and it's the
Yay.
proposal video.
Oh, we reached the end?
What?
We
What?
reached the end of Pokemon Goop?
Oh no. Oh no, he only got through the first VOD. He still
Okay,
has
okay,
like
okay,
fucking
okay.
3
Okay,
more
okay,
to go
okay,
through. No, that it is not. Yeah, no, I'd be myself in the
So
game.
you were talking about the fact that your podcast is basically dead, Liz.
No. My okay. So there's a good reason, right? Because I was gonna mention like one of the hardest things is that life happens. People
It really
have
does.
lives.
Yes.
So one of our co-hosts, Usagi, she's a sweet bean, love her to death. She had to go and do some IRL shit. So like we've been putting it on a hold, but we
Yeah.
are planning on bringing it back once she's like all set and life is good for her. But
Yeah.
we are picking it back up. It's just it can be very hard to be consistent. But we were very consistent for
You really,
like,
really were.
months and months and months.
Yep.
And it's just like things happen, so it can be very difficult. But if you have a good audience who is very loyal and supportive and likes what you're doing, because like what we do is we bring content creators. So we bring people who have started to shown like their success, and we want to share their success stories. So we have some like big name creators, especially in the VTubing space. We're hopefully getting some IRL content creators to come join us. And you just have to have kind of a theme of what you want to do. And it sometimes it just kind of happens. Like this podcast kind of just randomly happened because we were, me and Usagi were invited to our other friend Evan's stream. And he just invited us both on. We weren't friends at the time. He was just like, hey, I'm going to invite you two on. And then we just had a really good time and we kept doing these things. And then we were like, hey, let's like create a podcast. It doesn't have to be anything like ridiculous, but consistency is important. And once you kind of get that consistency going, then it's much easier to kind of take breaks every now and then because people are still watching everything. Yeah, synergy is so important for it as well. You got to make sure you vibe with the people. Yes. But it's why
Evan is your favorite VTuber? Get the hell out.
I ironically he's our IRL our friend, but he actually, so fun fact, our podcast actually inspired Trash Taste. So Connor VA, CDog VA, he reached out to Evan and he was like, hey, I noticed you have like your VTubers on your couch. How did you do that? So if you watch their podcast and you see VTubers there, you can thank us. We did this. We inspired that, and it's
Nice.
kind of cool. So that's like my proudest moment as I was
Before or
like, I
after
did that.
Callie
We
was
did
on
that.
their show?
That was actually before Callie.
Oh,
That's
wow.
how Callie got on there.
Nice.
It's because we taught them.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So yeah, no, you can. That was our podcast. So
Wow, very
I'm
cool.
just saying, I gotta flex a little bit here.
Yeah, thanks thanks for shilling the enemy. Actually, no, me and Evan.
You and Evan are fine now, okay?
I
Like
buried
I
the
said,
hatchet on that feud.
Listen, there's a fucking 8 on your card, okay?
This
How
is-
dare you?
This is,
It took him 8 times. Eight
it did.
times to
Took
meet
him 8
before
times to
he remembered
remember
him.
me.
And he
'Cause I had a
remembered him
fucking
because he had
umbrella.
an umbrella and it was a lifesaver. And you gotta have something that makes you stick out of the crowd because
This
he
is
talks
true.
to way too many people. And that man has a goddamn fucking memory like a goldfish.
You know, goldfish actually have pretty good memories.
All right, Dory
Shut
from
up.
Finding Nemo then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dory. Yeah. Dory from Finding Nemo then.
Yeah, that's more Evan.
Jamie.
What?
Ugh. Gotta ruin everything.
Yes,
Gosh,
that's
no
my
wonder why
thing.
you're no wonder why you're forgettable.
Wow. Damn. You know what, Liz?
Also, Tommy Mommy.
I'm out of here.
So, meanwhile, Liz, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's your question?
What
I
happened?
didn't realize I'm getting interviewed now. Oh.
What happened with the cereal soup situation?
Oh, are you talking about when I sent it to my mod?
Yeah.
He was very mad.
Yep.
He said, I
Elaborate.
ain't reading this shit. Okay, I'm gonna expose him. Love you, Stitches. You're not here, so too bad. But hold on. I gotta scroll up. Cause he yelled at me too, cause I goofed as well. He goes, no, I'm not wasting my time reading that. I was like, no, it's actually a good read. He's like, nope, not with that title. I'm like, Stitches, the man does everything. And I was like, Damien can vouch this. I'm like,
Yeah.
cereal is technically a soup by definition.
He
And I
does
was like,
his due
he has
diligence.
receipts. He has receipts. And I don't know if he looked at it because he yelled at me for having my cereal with warm milk, and I was like, look, it's valid now because it's a fucking soup. All right, I support his theory. I support it 100%. Okay.
What the hell was it that we were saying about coffee that was pissing him off too?
Oh, bean soup.
Bean soup. That's right.
It's
Coffee is
technically-
just bean soup.
It's technically at least, yeah. I can see it's more like a bean tea.
Yeah.
Oh
like a
yeah, bean tea. That's true. Yeah, no, it's a bean tea. Yeah.
He
Bean
also
tea.
wasn't happy when I pointed out that peanut butter is just a nut smoothie. He did not like
It is.
that either.
You know, a puree of nuts on your bread.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
You,
Yeah,
Poor
you're
little
right.
Stitches. No, Stitches. No, I'm not even joking, chat. Like, he wrote a really good, like, a really good read on why cereal is a soup. And I'm like,
Look,
no,
it's
he's
was
making
very
actual
consistent.
facts.
Yeah.
He has receipts. He has stuff to back up what he's saying.
It's a very
It's
well
nuts.
thought out argument.
Yeah, it's a very well thought
really
out
is.
argument.
Except for coffee isn't a bean, it's a seed. John,
Oh, well, then
nobody asked your opinion.
it's seed.
Seed
Listen,
tea.
it's dirty bean water, okay? That's what they say in Subnautica, okay?
It's dirty bean water.
Gosh,
I don't
Johns.
remember that part.
Is a
Yeah.
bean a seed?
It's no. Apparently, coffee is
No.
a seed.
Oh, wait, what? So
It's
not
dirty
from a
seed
bean.
water. No, they say in Subnautica it's a bean. They call it dirty bean. They call them beans.
You know what? I'm using
You
my
can't. You
advanced
can't.
power.
I'm not calling it a seed. All right. No.
No,
You
I
can't convince
understand
me. Well,
the
they are
difference.
wrong. You can't convince me, Johns.
Coffee is technically a seed. I'm so pissed.
Coffee
Because
is
it's
a seed.
produced in a fruit called a cherry, which contains two seeds
Yeah,
inside.
no, it is
Yeah.
coffee.
So coffee
Coffee. It is a
Seed
seed. I
tea.
kind of knew that. It's from cherries. Yeah, it's a type
Yeah.
of cherry.
Watermelons
Yeah.
are berries and strawberries are not.
This is true.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I'm still.
Oh my God,
There's
it's
also
Mrs.
underwater
E.
aliens and monsters in Subnautica. So Miss E, no, don't go against me, please.
Yes,
No,
put her in her
coffee's not-
place.
My big
Coffee's
sis.
not a fruit drink, it's
Not
a
like
seed drink.
this. Not like this. Coffee is a fruit drink.
No,
Yeah,
it's a seed.
technically.
It's a seed drink.
Well, it comes from a fruit, though.
What's
Yeah,
like
but you can
cashews.
have
It's a
you can
fruit
have
seed drink.
vegetables have seeds too.
We can argue on Thursday. Oh no.
Oh, it's a cherry.
No, my immersion. You can't do this in the VTuber culture, Johns. That's how you can't break my immersion.
Can't break the immersion.
No. Fruits
Except for
are
Liz's.
seed. That's true. Yeah, fruits are seed. That's true.
So
Yeah.
getting away from Steele's constant fucking facts about food that upset me. Shannon has a question for you.
Did I miss it?
No. She's okay.
Oh, Shannon.
Shannon wants to know how you feel about rabbits and if there will be any animal characters in your MOBA.
Actually, we have one of our characters, Victor, that's going to have an animal with him.
Okay.
It's a squirrel that he's going to use as an ability that's going to be essentially a moving ward.
So
that
what do
can
you have?
also
So
attack.
what does Shannon have to do for you to turn that into a rabbit?
We are probably going to have, if not a squirrel skin, I mean a rabbit skin for the squirrel, we'll have another separate character just for Shannon.
What was that, Shannon? Okay, she really approves of the idea. Good job.
Yes.
Yeah, you've made her happy. And trust me, I don't want Shannon to throw a fit because she can get a little.
We are definitely open for suggestions for at least skins for the
Yeah.
characters.
She
That's
can get a
something that
little,
we.
you know.
Oh, a rabbit onesie for the squirrel is amazing. That'll be
That
cute.
would be very cute. Shannon wears a onesie.
Yeah, that'll be
That
really
is
cute. A
true.
squirrel with a
Yeah.
Shannon. I'm gonna call it the Shannon skin.
Please do.
Oh
Please
my god,
do.
could Shannon become a skin? Oh
That
my
would be
god,
so
that would be
cute.
amazing.
You have our permission. You need an axe. Okay, so
Axolotl.
An axolotl.
I
An
didn't
axolotl.
think that there were as many axolotls out there as like VTubers as I thought, but I thought there was only the one that doesn't talk to me anymore, and then I met Pocky.
Yeah,
And
there's
then
a ton
like,
of them out there.
There's like a bunch of axolotl VTubers.
Yeah.
Joel, how do you feel about axolotls?
I don't mind them. I don't have one. I've never pet one. I've never eaten one. I don't know how to tell you.
Don't eat axolotls, you
When you look
asshat.
at
Why?
its face, do you find it cute?
I find it that it's smiling at me all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that like nice? Isn't that
that
cute?
good?
Isn't
Yeah.
it adorable?
I'm indifferent to it.
No, you're
Wow.
so you're saying that you like them, right?
They're like frogs.
What do you have against frogs?
I don't have anything against frogs. I like frogs.
Okay.
Okay. So then, yeah. Okay, good.
Alright.
Because I was gonna say the marine biologist in me was like it was getting a little
like-
worried there.
I like frogs. I just don't like touching frogs. Like
Oh, that's fine.
I don't want to.
Well,
touch them.
you don't. Well, good thing is you don't want to touch an axolotl because they're very, 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 very sensitive creatures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touching them is actually not good. So
But when they transform,
they're good to look at.
Yeah.
Are they good to taste?
No,
No.
they're actually fun fact. They're actually on the they're going extinct.
Yeah.
Because people are
So
eating them.
Mexico, no, just because like they're so sensitive, so like the water quality has to be
Yeah.
a very certain perimeter. If it goes out of that, they just die.
They just drop dead.
And because pollution and all that, it's killing them off. So they're dying.
If they're so sensitive, how did they evolve to what they are now?
Well, there was this thing where humans weren't much of an issue, and then humans decided to ruin everything, and
Yeah.
everything. Actually, fun fact: did you know 2/3 of our world, 2/3 of wildlife has gone extinct in the last 50
Yep.
years?
That is true.
It's very sad. Yeah, humans suck.
Fun fact: if you hold the chinchilla at a PetSmart, then proceed to ask, do you think they taste good in barbecue sauce?
So my favorite fact, boy fact,
Cute.
is if you're like 60 and you have a parrot, you have to decide where the parrot goes when you die. 'Cause parrots live a really long lifespan. They're very long. They
Well,
live
just have
very
kids for the parrot.
Yeah, just have kids for. The other thing I like about birds is it's like birds will, when they get really upset, will pluck out their own feathers. It's what happens when you have semi-sentience but no ability to handle stress. When you are intelligent enough to have your own thoughts but have no idea how to handle stress properly, that's birds.
I don't
That
like
is
birds.
true.
Yeah.
You don't like
what?
birds.
No, I don't like birds.
Why not?
Well, I like chicken
You like to eat chicken
and quail.
And quail.
and quail.
Did you know chickens are affectionate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. They're very,
Yeah, if
they're
you
very
raise
sweet
them
birds.
from a
They're
chick?
very sweet to my stomach.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And I like
Damn.
turkey on Thanksgiving.
Turkey's good. Which do you prefer, turkey or chicken?
It depends. Oh, I also cook too, so there's that. But it really depends. Chicken's more plentiful.
Mm-hmm.
Turkey's hard to cook.
It can be.
It can
It
be.
can be.
Really can be. It can.
The
It's
secret.
really easy to make.
The secret to make
the
good
secret?
fucking turkey
Okay.
is you inject it with butter and you fry it.
You gotta cook
It is
slow.
the most juiciest, delicious turkey you will ever have.
Mm-hmm.
It's not dry and like overcooked. It is so juicy.
Yeah.
It's mouth-watering. And putting the butter in it, it just gives it that nice little buttery taste to it. Oh, it's so good.
I think the only
So
thing I
good.
don't like about turkey, or at least preparing it, is like I have to fist it to be able to make sure it tastes good. Like,
Yeah, you just fucking get up in there.
yeah, put everything you've got into the middle of the turkey, and then it'll taste okay.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you screw it yourself
How do you
up.
feel about stuffing?
I love stuffing.
Fucking love stuffing. Like, it is uncomfortable, the relationship I have with stuffing. Like, if you're like, hey, you want some turkey? Okay. Do you want some stuffing? Okay. Do you have to pick between the two? Stuffing,
Oh, you know what I just realized? Jamie, you didn't get to try my grandmother's stuffing.
please. No, I was too busy having an absolute meltdown.
No, well, not only that, it was the toilet exploded.
Yeah, the toilet exploded.
Yeah, so I invited Jamie over for Thanksgiving dinner, with me and Goob and my father, and the night before Thanksgiving, our plumbing got backed up because tree roots decided to be an issue.
Nice.
And it started draining into our bathtub, everything from the sewers. So we were like, this isn't okay. And then it was it was a Christmas. It was a Thanksgiving that turned into a nightmare.
I had a lot of fun because Liz is super fun to be around, but we were like all over the place. We were at
I was
her house,
about
we
to
were at her
have a
sister's
mental
house.
breakdown because I felt so bad. Jamie broke the toilet and got a new model out of it. Yeah,
Got
that's
a new
true.
model out of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my house came with like 2 trees, and I
Uh-huh.
immediately like decided not to water them until they
Okay.
started rotting, and then I
Yeah.
threw the tree over to my backyard. So, I mean, over the
Wow,
fence.
that's cruel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I mean, they don't bother me. I won't bother them. Hey, go grow over there.
Go grow over there. All right.
Well, it's dead now.
Yeah, it
Well,
can't grow anymore.
That's not my pig, not my farm.
Damn. Okay.
Trees-
Okay.
Trees die when they are
What
killed.
what has the tree ever done to you?
Be in my way.
It be
Damn,
for you to do
okay.
what, man? Were you planning
To-
on paving that?
Hey,
Was
I
it-
didn't do anything to the tree. It just died from me not watering it.
I mean, if the tree needs somebody to water it, it'll never survive in the wild.
Yeah, that. Wait, yeah, why that? Yeah,
That
no,
tree
that's
deserved it.
yeah. That's
It
kind of
was
silly because
weak.
most trees can handle without, they literally, you just plant them and then they just do their thing. Now when they're younger, yeah, you have to tend them, especially like you have to tend your plants and stuff during like drought periods, but it's
Yeah.
not much. It doesn't
And
take too long to
I
do.
watered the grass. I watered everything around the tree.
Oh, okay. My,
Wow, that was mean.
that was cruel.
What the fuck? Yeah, you have I see. Okay, so we now know Jolt hates trees.
Just cannot stand them.
Just
Good
birds.
to know.
Just
Just birds.
birds.
Because
Just
birds aren't real.
birds.
Yeah.
No, they're a government psyop.
Yeah. And I didn't want them a place to perch.
She didn't want
They
them
can look
spying
into
on
my
you.
Yeah.
Going back to Liz's toilet, the two favorite things about that is one, when after they were done putting 200 feet of pipe snake in there, it looked like
2 in the
bomb.
morning.
Yeah, at 2 in the morning, it looked like a bomb went off in there.
Oh, it was so scary. They were like, "Yeah, we can't do anything. Sorry." And they put the toilet back on, and then the entire bathroom. It's. I'll have to send a photo because it was. I was about to
Impressive.
break down. I was like freaking out. I was like, "We just moved in here 2 months ago,
Yep.
and now our toilet is our bathroom is completely destroyed, contaminated. We're probably gonna have to get everything ripped out, everything renewed, everything done. It was a rough time. It
And
was
then-
a dark time.
And then the
It sounds
other
like
thing,
a landlord problem.
It was. And
Oh yeah,
then
no, the landlord was great though.
Yeah.
They took care of it. They got our bathroom back up and
Then
running,
the
which was
second
great.
thing was the landlord got a cleaning crew to come in, but
Mm-hmm.
apparently did not tell them what they were walking into.
Yeah, they didn't really quite express the details. They thought they were just going in for a normal cleaning, and then they looked at the bathroom, and I was like, "Let me explain what happened.
Yeah.
This is the situation," and they were like, okay, okay." I was
See,
like,
you're super
"Yeah."
nice. I would have just let them walk in there.
Like it was a quick. Well, they called up there.
Wow.
They called someone about it.
Yeah, they had to
Oh.
call their boss to like
Yeah, to be
figure
like,
out what the
is-
fuck. And I'm like, I need you to clean this. Like, I'm not letting you run away. Like,
yeah,
no.
exactly. You have
Nah,
to clean
fam.
this. This
I-
shit
Okay.
is fucked up.
I would have allowed them to walk in and go, "What?" and then just come up with their own idea as to what happened.
Right? Like, you know what? We had chili last night, and sometimes it gets on the ceiling.
Well, what do you know?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, right?
Right?
Thanksgiving. It was the day before. It was the night. It was the day before Thanksgiving.
Day before Thanksgiving. Yep. We had ramen though. That was good.
Um, you know, ramen's a funny thing because I've heard people meal prep ramen.
That is true.
Oh,
Like they'll cook the ramen and then freeze it.
Yeah,
I can't get behind that.
that is a true thing. It does happen.
I can't get behind that. No. No, that's
Why
upsetting
not,
to
Damie?
me. Because
Why?
that's
Why not?
upsetting.
Huh?
Because I can't imagine ramen freezes well. Because then you have
I
to
gotta
thaw it
hydrate.
afterwards.
You gotta hydrate and I'm out of water.
Well,
drink it
that
straight
sounds
from the
like
sink.
yeah, do it.
They sell frozen ramen.
They sell frozen. No. No. Did you ever go buy a whole ass fish from that halal place that we went to?
Mm-mm. I don't think Goob has gone there yet. Yeah, there's like this
It's
place
really nice.
nearby, and they sell like fucking giant ass frozen fish, like
Yeah.
with the head and everything.
Yeah. Just like, here you go.
They're like, here, we got you a fish.
It looks really good too. It looks like tasty fish.
Mm-hmm. It does. It does
Mm-hmm.
look very tasty.
So if I ever if I know you guys up to Christmas, I'll gift you guys a fish. Christmas.
No, don't gift me one. All right, I'm just
I'll just send it.
saying.
I'll order it on Amazon and send it your way.
Just send it.
No, please. I don't want. Listen, I'm trying to escape some allegations of being called a fish. All right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to escape them. All right. It's already been brought up in the news, the VTuber news, that I am not a fish. I am a mammal, and people still don't believe the news apparently. So
Man.
when does a narwhal ever turn down? I mean, I'll eat it, but like I don't want people calling me it. All right.
That's fair. I wonder what's wrong with my tracking today. I'm winking a lot.
Yeah, you're just tweaking. I just
I
thought that
am
was
too.
you.
Yeah, you're just
it's-
having a moment.
It's how upsetting your life is too.
This is a queen I am because I'm a narwhal queen ruler of the seas. Let's
Full-time
go.
Content
You
creator.
look like that one character from South Park.
Yeah, Tweak. Literally, his name is Tweak.
Yep.
I'm just look. Things
It
are
just-
wild today.
Why is my
Well,
life
Damie,
upsetting?
you wear glasses, right?
I do.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why.
Okay.
It's your glasses.
I took them off and it's still happening.
Well, I don't
That's
know.
called.
what to
You're
say.
just blinking now.
Yeah, you're just blinking.
Yeah.
It's just tracking one of your eyes,
It's just tracking one of my eyes. You know what, Liz?
What?
I didn't have a follow up.
Now I'm just waiting for him to blink. Like I was just.
I know, right? A spoon, Bill. What the fuck, Steel?
Why tracking?
I'm not letting you send me weird shit. Okay, listen, I'm very disappointed, I was told that at TwitchCon they were gonna throw fish at me. I was scared the entire time while I was there. And I didn't get the fish thrown at me.
I threw you though.
Yeah, you did, and I was really upset because you were like, "Oh, it's throw people short people day," and you decided to scoop me up, and I almost actually died because he didn't realize how light I was when he threw
No,
me.
no, throwing Liz was fine because I was under her the whole time. The picking her up part is where Liz almost died because when I picked Liz up, I didn't anticipate Liz would be so light, and I picked her up with a lot of force, and so nearly launched her out of my arms straight up, which, would have been funny. But Liz already got fucked over at TwitchCon. She ate shit at TwitchCon. The Pog emote fucked her up.
Oh yeah, I live to tell the tale. I
Yeah.
live to tell the tale. Okay, yeah. The Pog emo actually almost killed me. I ate fucking shit, and my knee took the brunt of it.
Yeah.
My hat kept me from smacking my face into the fucking ground.
Yeah, it was pretty great. She was surrounded by her so-called friends and just let this happen.
Listen, they were gonna try to go for it, but they didn't want to hurt me anymore, so
Really? Because
they didn't know what to do. It was very okay. Listen, they thought I was gonna catch myself, and I didn't. Okay, I thought I almost caught myself, and I didn't. Okay.
No, that was very clear.
I tripped, and I almost tried to catch myself, and I thought I was good, and then at the last minute, I just ate shit. Okay.
Right.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay.
Jolt,
the
have
Pog
you
emote tried to kill me. Okay.
Jolt,
Every
have you
time I
ever-
see it, I have flashbacks. Okay.
If I ever.
It's scary. I
No,
get
I'm
scared of
waiting- I'm
it.
waiting for Liz.
It reminds me.
She's traumatized.
She's
Yeah,
traumatized.
it was very traumatizing.
Have you ever stayed at an Airbnb?
Oh, of course.
Okay. The Airbnb we stayed at was pretty... Liz, why did you send me a picture of the bathroom?
Because I was giving it to you so you could put it on stream for people.
Oh. Was that the plan?
I mean, yeah. You could show people the nightmare so they can see a visual. I mean, you don't have to anymore. We've already moved on.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't realize that was... So... It started
Amy's
real
out
bad.
of it today, okay? It's okay.
It was real bad because we went to flush the toilet and this was like, oh, it's just slow. And I see like sewage coming up from the bathroom. And I'm like, Liz, I have bad news for you.
Yeah, it came up through our bathtub, and I was
Great
like,
Dookie
oh no.
disaster.
Yeah, it was the Great Dookie disaster of
So
2023.
I have some Airbnb news now. It is now illegal for Airbnb people to put cameras in their Airbnb.
Oh yeah.
That is illegal now. 2, the Airbnb, we got a nasty gram because we were mildly too loud during a get-together. And then the third one was the bath didn't work. And I knew this because Liz came back and was like not doing great, right? And I was uncling Liz the whole time. I'm like, Liz, I put snacks in her bag that day.
Oh yeah, that was when I apparently came down with COVID without realizing it until I
Yeah.
got home and I got tested because I was like, why am I like feeling like shit still? Because I thought because the Las Vegas air when I got there, my nose was all like
Yeah.
gunked up. My throat was sore the entire time.
Yeah,
It was
wasn't great.
miserable the entire time. And then the like Sunday, I was like, I did not feel good at all.
Yeah.
But I also agree. I don't think Airbnb owners should be putting cameras inside their place.
No.
It's just weird.
So Liz was like, hey, Liz, do you want me to draw you a bath? And Liz was like, yeah. Like, oh, poor Liz, I got you. And then I got into a fight for about 10 minutes with this bathtub as I'm trying to find a way to seal off the... So I'm like, wait, this isn't... And we didn't get anything saying the bath didn't work. So I'm like, well, fuck balls. So we got Liz into a hot shower, and then I gave her one of my muscle relaxers. And that knocked her out, made the pain go away. And Yeah, but Liz got COVID and none of us did,
Yep.
which is, majestic.
The only one who got the ligma.
Yep, Liz got ligma.
Sounds fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Out of my entire fucking group, the only one.
Yeah.
But it only lasted for maybe like 5 days, and then I was
Which
good.
isn't bad.
Yeah.
When I had COVID, it was like a week and a half. It was not great.
No.
Yeah, I mean, getting COVID in 2024, that just means you're weak at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Did you
Damn.
hear about the German guy who got like over 120 COVID vaccines?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
one
heard about
guy.
that.
Yeah.
Did he turn into a superhero?
No, but when they took his blood, they're like, "Can we take your blood? We need to know what happens." And he was like, "Yeah, absolutely. You can take my blood." They're like, "Okay." So when we look at this dude's blood, he's probably gonna have like a specific type of fatigue that comes with over vaccination, where your immune system gets fatigued. And they're like, "This man's immune system is stronger than ever. What the fuck?" And then they went, "But don't do it. This man is clearly some sort of fucked up mutant. Do not get 120 COVID vaccines."
So he is a
Yeah.
superhero.
So he is a superhero.
That is a little obsessive, and also you don't need that many. Having that many is not going to increase your chances.
No.
You're not going to become immune magically. Like it's still the same amount no matter how many vaccine shots you get. It's just you gotta make sure to once the time it's been in your body and it starts to dissipate, that's when you go and get another one.
Have you had your flu vaccine?
Me?
Where'd
I
you-
actually get very sick when I get the flu shot.
Some people get very, very ill when they get the flu shot.
I've never gotten the flu either.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh.
My body just I get colds, but I don't get the flu.
Jolt,
Weird.
are you susceptible to the flu?
Whenever I do get the flu, it lasts like maybe 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's it. So
Yeah, of
I never
course it
really
does.
take a flu shot because then I'm like, well, why do I want to be sick for 2 days? Because I can risk it and be sick for 2 days, or I can guarantee I'm sick for 2 days. Like
Fucking. Of course, your immune system kicks a flu off in 2 days. Of course. Jolt the second most interesting man in the world, has a super good immune system. Who would have fucking thought about that?
Yeah,
Shannon got
it's
her
me.
flu shot this year, along with me.
You know, I work in that environment too, like where there's a lot of people always sick. But I digress. That's probably why.
Oh, so.
Oh yeah, especially if you have as John says, petri dishes. Yeah, especially children. You're just gonna get sick no matter what.
I like
so
that you refer to them petri. I refer to small children as disease bombs.
oh my God, what Mrs. E's version? Well, oh God, what did she call them?
Fuck trophies.
Fuck trophies. Oh, that was
Yep.
great. I
Yep.
love that.
Yeah, they're vile little disease-carrying monstrosities, and they will get you sick.
If you get sick from the flu shot, it probably proves you need it more than most. You know what's so funny is that like I've gotten really sick from it, and when I haven't had it, I've never had the flu, whether I get a shot or not. So
How about colds? Do you catch colds?
yeah, I get colds. That's it,
Okay.
but it's very very rare, But I do get colds.
I think I had a cold. Yeah, I had a cold this year. Already. Babu says the T virus will come from a kindergarten. Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah.
Most
I have a question
likely.
though, going back to this guy with his super blood.
Yeah.
If you had a superpower, if it had to be a really bad superpower, the worst superpower ever, what would it be?
The ability to read minds is probably the worst superpower ever.
Why would that be the worst?
The worst because, all right, you're like, I'm curious at this person's inner thoughts, and it'd be like if I read your mind right now, and had to listen to all the shit you're talking about me in your brain. Not great. Or if you're like, I wonder how this person really feels, and you read their mind, there's just so many demoralizing things. Because as people, we have flickering thoughts and mini emotions all the time, right? Like, you get mad for a second, or your first impression is like, man, fuck this bitch. And then, like, a moment later, you're like, man, that was really mean of me. Don't fuck this bitch. You know, maybe cut this person some slack. But if you read someone's mind at the wrong time, I bet you it reads like a horror show. And I don't want to know what most of you fucking degenerates are thinking. That's
my
terrible.
brain does not make any sense. I will tell you, my
exactly.
inner thoughts will not make any sense to people, and you would be more frustrated and being like, what the fuck goes on with you? You'd think
Yeah.
I'm a complete dumbass because my head sometimes is, and even then my head can be just no thoughts, head empty, you know?
Yeah. Liz, what
Or
do you
it's
think?
just absolute chaos and I'm thinking of 20 million things at the same time and I'm like,
the
oh,
other
blah,
thing
blah, blah,
would be
blah.
cacophonic. And you're like,
Yeah.
please. Think about one thing. I'm using my mind control powers here. My mind reading powers. If it was mind control, I'd make Liz bathe more. She's stinky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you insulting me because I'm a narwhal?
She's a fish, that's why.
Yeah. Wow. I'm proud of you.
I don't know how I feel right now. You know, I liked you for a little bit, but now I don't know if I like you anymore, Jolt.
Who? Me?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought we were getting along and everything.
We are.
And then you called me
get
a
out of the way
fish.
here.
No, hold on. Let me elaborate on that. I'm not saying you are a fish. I'm saying that people call you a fish. That's why.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, called me a fish already out the gates. Damn. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, now I like you again. All right, we're cool. We're Gucci. We're okay now. We're on good terms.
Oh, we're on good terms? Okay.
Yeah. Why were you hiding? What the hell?
I didn't want to get in the middle of that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if
okay.
you want me to call you a fish, I can call you a fish.
No. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't. Please.
Yeah.
I beg you.
So, Jolt,
Yes, sir.
can you swim?
Can I swim?
Yeah.
I could swim forward in like a rock.
Okay. Because some people don't know how to swim. Some people also don't like water, like as a thing. Do you have the thalassophobia?
I don't have fear of water.
Mm-hmm.
I only have one fear.
Okay. And that is?
You're gonna get mad at me.
Okay.
I have a fear of fingernails being pulled off.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's
No.
brutal. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh.
Hydrate.
Ooh. That's not a good feeling. Ooh.
Nope. Not a good feeling at all. That is.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
That is terrifying. Yes. It
Yep.
hurts like a bitch.
It does.
Yeah. No, that's
That is
nature.
nature. Yeah.
That
Nah,
is.
I don't like hearing about it. I don't like the descriptions. Nope, don't even
No.
tell me that your cuticles are off. Like I don't care. Like
But what if I got a manicure? Does that?
yeah,
does
no,
that...
that's fine. But
Okay,
if you're like,
okay.
hey, I got a manicure, it gone wrong, then I'm like, no.
So.
I'm just
Joel,
like they push back my cuticles to help
Blech.
my nails.
are
No.
you into feet?
It's part of the process of getting your nails done. It's actually pushing back your cuticles is good for your nails.
Yeah.
It doesn't rip your nails off. It just
Yep.
it's healthy.
Are you into feet, Joel?
Nope.
No, you're
No
not
feet.
No, you're not into feet.
What do you mean by that?
You know what I mean by that. You like them feet?
No, I'm not. I'm not like into feet like that. No. I'll massage
You like them
a
feet,
foot,
Joel?
but I wouldn't
Yeah,
like.
you like that?
I wouldn't. Get your foot away from me.
You don't know.
Why
which
do I
one of
feel
these
your-
Wait,
sparks is
Jamie,
my
you don't
feet, but
even
they're
you
there.
don't even have feet. What the fuck are you talking about?
I just felt like the way his character was looking at me, it felt like his foot was touching my foot.
Oh damn! Yeah, no, Damien has that when he pulls out that fucking voice, it just like yeah, you get a weird feeling.
This
So
voice?
Oh yeah, Damien, wanna explain the beanties? Oh no.
hey everybody.
Oh.
Did you? All right.
Oh no!
Now you need a target, Jolt.
Okay, you know what? I'm walking away. I will be back. Until this is over. I gotta go.
You gotta go.
I gotta walk my fish.
Okay.
I'll be.
Who gets the Ara Jolt?
I don't know. Steel says he wants to ask you about beans, so like, why you
Got
like
it.
beans? So by all means.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to tell him how you love
Still.
beanties? Oh God.
You son of a bitch. I'm gonna put beans in your butt.
So the reason why I don't like baked beans are kind of ruined for me because somebody sent me. I can't remember why. I can't remember who did it. I think it might have been Steel.
It was
This
Steel.
Japanese girl who it's a view from her from the back, and her panties are filled with baked beans to the point that I think you're gonna get baked beans in places that you don't want baked beans, and it made me gag.
It's called the beanties.
It made me gag so bad.
That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, it was awful. Just thinking about it makes me gag. It was bad. It was really, really bad. Oh God, it was horrible. And it's not the first picture of people doing this. So I don't know what's up with it. I don't know why. I don't know. But it's definitely a kink I will shame. I'm shaming it right now as we speak.
As you're saying this, I'm eating jelly beans. But
Well, they're baked beans. Also, do you like black jelly beans?
licorice?
Yeah,
I like licorice.
I'm a jelly bean racist. I don't like the black jelly beans, and I don't like the white pineapple jelly beans. I like every other jelly bean.
Even the booger flavor?
No, are you eating every flavor beans?
No.
All right then. What would Mrs. E say about my kink shaming? Fucking send her the picture and be like, "Can you defend this, Mrs. E? Can you defend beanties, Mrs. E?" Oh, it's terrible. John, give us one of your fetishes.
Who, me? Oh, John.
Jolt. Sorry,
Jolt? Me?
I'm sleepy now.
Yes, you.
Yeah.
Damien is losing focus again.
I am.
I don't know.
So Jolt,
Define that.
define fetish.
Yeah.
What gets your one thing that gets your engine revving?
Wouldn't that just be a kink?
Yeah, that could also could be known as a
So kink or fetish? Because I feel like those two are two different things.
Oh God,
They are
just
very
give us-
different.
just give us a kink, Jolt. You are testing my patience now.
This is a kink.
This is a kink.
Oh,
Oh shit, that is.
damn! You just got played.
I really did.
You just got
You
played,
played
sir.
yourself.
You played yourself.
Damn. Jolt, can you sing?
Right now?
No, he's asking if you're
Oh.
able to like.
Do you sing and people find your voice pleasant?
I've sung in my church choir, yes.
Okay. Yes.
I also sing Happy Birthday pretty well.
Okay.
And
Which
I also do
is
music.
No longer copyrighted.
hmm
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
And I
that
also
was
do
the next
music,
thing.
so.
Like
Yeah.
electronic music, like arranging, or do you play an instrument?
most of the stuff that I put out is all hip hop, but I have done rock, I have done R&B, I have done pop, I've done everything. I've been
Okay.
on stage. I used to be a backup singer slash dancer,
Of
or
course you have.
backup rapper, hype
Yeah.
man person.
Yep.
I've done that.
Absolutely.
Um,
You upset me.
why?
You upset me so much sometimes. One, I can't sing. It's terrible.
Well, you
Uh,
can, you just don't sing well.
yeah, I just don't sing well.
Which
No.
with practice you will get better with.
You want? Oh, really, Liz? Are you to sing for us?
No, because I'm actually terrible. But
Okay.
I am practicing because I might be. I decided that this year I want to do something more. And I might be trying to make a cover song
I'm proud of
because
you.
I see all my other friends making cover songs. And also, I have a lot of friends that are like, Liz, I would love to hear a cover song from you. And I would like to make a cover song with you. And I'm like, so they're waiting for me to make a cover song. And I'm like, okay, I
You
guess.
you want to know the secret?
What? What's the secret?
Be drunk.
All you have to do is to hold a note without cracking.
That's the thing. So I'm so out of practice. So your voice, so you have to get back into like preventing that cracking, and that's what I'm working on right now. Cause
Do
I
I?
crack.
Jolt, do you have songs on
crack.
Spotify?
I don't know if it's on Spotify, but I know it's on YouTube. Let me look real
Okay.
quick and see if I'm on Spotify.
All right. So, chat. You want me to sing again? You know how much it takes. On my subathon, you got to get $500 again. And I will do another karaoke. But you do not get that shit for free. Like a narwhal? I can rewrite like a version for Liz to
There
become
is
like
one
a
of my
narwhal.
songs on Spotify.
Of course there is, Joel.
I didn't put
there
that
is.
one up. That was my manager stuff.
Oh, okay. See, Babu, he's already got a manager. Stop trying to cheat on me.
Babu isn't cheating on you. She's cheating on you with me.
Oh. Yeah. What is the name of the song on Spotify?
what's the name of this song?
So, there's a backstory to the song.
Okay.
If you search "Get Out My Way," it's gonna pop up Third Degree, Ill Will, myself, Marco Boda, and Don Juan.
Okay.
So, this song we made it because one of the artists, Mark Gabota, wound up getting cancer. So all the proceeds that we got from this song, we sent it to pay for his medical bills. He wound up beating cancer, and now he's doing his own.
Wow. Very nice. Jamie, you there?
No, I'm telling
Davey?
Johns to eat dicks. That was very wholesome, and I approve of that behavior.
I was just like, Davey?
Yeah, no, I approve wholeheartedly of that behavior. That's really cool. That's very kind.
Yeah. Most of my music though is just more passion projects than anything. The record label, Third Degree Entertainment and what have you, has put out a lot of music. Won the 2008 Southern Entertainment Awards record label for Independent Artist of the Year, or Independent Record Label of the Year.
Nice.
Name one thing you've touched that's turned to shit.
My butt. I was kidding.
That is true.
I'll accept
that is
it.
true.
I'll accept that.
No, actually, I work out sometimes too, so my butt actually is. Anyways.
But your butt does turn to shit because what happens is you poop out shit. So
Thank you, Liz.
you're not wrong.
I definitely didn't think that that's how that worked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I had to explain it to you because you've been really out of it today. So I just have to make sure you're doing all right.
Graciously allow you to post the link to your song in my chat, please do.
On Spotify? I don't even use Spotify.
Jolt, stop fucking with me.
I gotta look it up. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
post the link to your song so that everybody can enjoy it.
I can look it up. I can look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
That way
is
everybody
on
can enjoy
Spotify.
it for you. Thank you, Joel.
Oh, there we go.
So, if you'd like to hear the song, the link is right there. I really suggest that you go listen to it. I bet you it's really cool.
Yeah,
If
and
not,
if you look up
then Jolt
more
sucks.
stuff by Third Degree, there's a lot of artists that were signed in with Third Degree.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of their music, from what I see, 29,000 monthly listeners. One of the biggest songs has 3.5 million
Mm-hmm.
listens,
Yeah,
and that's on Spotify.
and that's on the Spotify. Yay, the Spotify. Pretty pleased with it. But that's very cool, Jolt. Also,
Yeah.
that act of kindness warms my little digital heart.
Yay.
Mm-hmm. That's very cool of you. Also, coming to the aid of... Hey, everybody, it's me, Damie. You know what you can do to not be a bastard? You can try and help someone in need. Be it asking how their day is, be it writing a fucking song to help pay for their cancer treatment, or just, doing a random act of kindness. You would be surprised. It will make you feel better because your brain, it be wired to be happy when you do nice things. So if you want to know the key to happiness, don't be a bastard and at least one beer a day. Or if you don't drink beer, have a cup of tea. Seriously, a cup of tea a day makes me happy. Don't you drink the tea?
I like tea.
What kind of tea do you like?
Ooh, I like honey tea, honey and
Okay.
lemon.
Oh, honey and lemon is... that's a good tea. They go
Yes,
so
it
well together.
Yep.
How about Liberty? You a big fan of that?
Liberty.
Liberty.
Hmm.
Liberty that you got to have with your democracy.
That you have to have with your democracy. That
Sure.
you give to bugs when you bomb the bug hole.
Sure.
That sounded really undemocratic of you. I shall report
I
you
just-
to our nearest democracy
I'm more of
officer.
a Republican than a Democrat.
It's
Oh,
a hell,
no.
It's a Helldivers reference.
Democracy is freedom, baby.
Yeah. Voting with
It
your
don't matter
pen.
if you're Republican or Democratic because democracy is about freedom.
So, Joel,
Hmm.
how do you feel about fair representation for everybody?
I feel that fair represent. If we're going political, I'm an independent.
We're not going
But-
political.
But
I'm just asking. How do you
But-
feel about the idea of everybody being represented?
I feel that
Whether it be politically or in entertainment, do you think that everybody being kind of represented, is that good? Do you feel that there are situations where that just isn't possible? Like where do you stand on this concept? We're talking about it as a concept.
I feel as a concept, and this is what's weird for me, is because obviously the idea of everybody being represented is great. However, you also have people that are like, bad people. And you
Yeah.
don't want to give them representation at all.
This is true.
So it's like, where do we draw the line for everybody?
That's a hard one. Actually, that goes back to don't be a bastard. If you can do the bare, feel like the bare minimum in life is don't be a bastard. Like if you can do the bare minimum is try and be cool.
But what is the percentage of people out there in the world? And I say this honestly, what percentage of people are not bastards?
I want to think that at least 75% of the people you'll meet, the people in the world, are not bastards.
That means
I mean,
every 1 in 4 people that you meet
is a bastard. Yeah, I said it
What? Why 1 in 4?
because because 75% of the people it boils down to 1 in 4. It's a
Okay.
fraction. It's math, Liz.
It's
All
math,
right?
Liz. It's okay.
It's witchery.
Listen, math and I don't get along, all
No,
right?
they
But
don't.
like, I'm trying to figure out what this math is and where it came from as my scientific side.
I
You
just
know?
assume that there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people. And I want to say at least 90% of the people that you meet won't be bastards. But I've known too many, especially last year, I've known too many people that seem good, but they're really bastards. And bastardry hard is a hard thing to avoid sometimes. Because
Yeah.
you might think you're doing good, right? That you're doing, but there's some hidden douchebaggery inside of you.
This sounds like it's coming from the script of Team America.
World police?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Everybody's
okay.
an asshole. And then
No, I think.
sometimes you gotta
Oh
be
no,
a
no,
dick.
I remember that speech. I think that there is hidden douchebaggery in all of us, and I think the bare minimum is to overcome that. If you can, one, meet your inner douchebag, right? And two, be like, I know what my inner douchebag is. I know where my inner douchebag comes out. So we're just going to work around that. We're not going to let our inner douchebag out. And that can be very difficult for some people. Like, you might not realize your inner douchebag is there. Or if you think you don't have an inner douchebag, because everybody has an inner douchebag. You always have that voice in your head, like maybe way, way, way in the back, that's like, you know what you should do? This shitty thing. Because you're upset or you're pissed or something. But I'm here to tell you that one, you don't have to act out as a person. And two, like, common decency, I think, is a thing that everybody is owed as part of the social contract. Do you ever think about the social contract, Joel?
Of course.
Yeah. I think basic kindness is part of the social contract. How do you feel about it?
I feel that
Mm-hmm.
it gets complex.
It gets cut. All right. Okay. You know what, Joel? Hit me. What do we got?
So if we look at the nature of people,
Yes. Okay. Oh, we're getting philosophical. I like it. Nature of people.
people typically want to do what's best for them. And sometimes what's best for them
Mm-hmm.
is also having people that are like them or support them.
Yeah.
They want to have those people around them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The
We
problem
like having people that are similar to us.
the problem is that other people are also complex. So if you have something that you like
Mm-hmm.
and something that somebody else like, you might agree on that one thing or
Mm-hmm.
those few things,
Yeah.
but there will definitely be something that you both disagree with.
Yeah.
And in our society, what we've learned is if you disagree with someone, then you should disassociate with them. And then you
That's
ruin
saddened.
that
That saddens me.
relationship.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
saddens me.
but it's one of those things where I could disagree with you about, what color the walls should be, or I could disagree with you that cereal is a soup.
We
But
already agree that cereal is a soup.
but I'm just giving you an example. But
Okay. Okay.
if
Okay.
we disagree on something,
Yeah.
it could end a friendship that should have never ended in the first place, because
This
that's
is
not what
true.
we came together for.
Yeah.
So I feel that people are cereal's a soup. Um, I feel like people need to kind of get over themselves thinking that,
Mm-hmm.
hey, my method is the best, and understand that everybody has different opinions and what have you.
Yeah.
And we got to look at the ethical things and how society works and what have you, and says, okay, is my way going to hurt somebody else? Is
Mm-hmm.
my way going to be a detriment to anybody else? And if not, good. And if so, then what am I doing wrong,
Mm-hmm.
or what am I thinking that's wrong? Because at the end of the day, we all have to coexist with each other.
We
We
do.
can't just go to war. This isn't medieval. This is not a medieval fantasy where we could just start fighting each other.
No. And that's why Jolt made that game.
Yeah.
So,
But if we do want to fight each other, no, I'm
Joel,
just kidding.
you do any? Wait, I already know that one.
What?
Nothing. I already know the answer to the question, and it was
But
already
does
brought
chat
up
know
before.
the answer?
Does chat know the
Yeah,
answer?
chat knows the answer.
Okay.
All right. What? Are you saying I'm beholden to chat?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so Shannon has a question for you.
Sure.
Right? Yeah. Oh, that's a really good question. Okay. Shannon wants to know how you feel about rabbits and animals in general. What's your favorite animal?
What's my favorite animal?
Your favorite animal.
Oh. I don't think Shannon's gonna like me for this one.
Okay.
I think my favorite animal is an ankylosaurus.
That's a dinosaur. But okay.
It's still an animal.
It's still an animal.
So there is a
It's
song.
still an animal, Damie.
That's true. So there's a song. I don't know. I don't remember the artist who sang it, but you can find it on her album called "Waitress for the Bees," and it's about an ankylosaurus.
Nice.
Yeah. It's a really cute song. Kind of folky, but it's really adorable.
No.
So Joel.
I have to change my answer.
Oh, what's your answer?
It's a lion-haired tamarin.
A
What is that?
lion-haired Tamarin. What the hell is that?
A lion-haired tamarin.
I-
No, see, you
Favorite
say it. You just saying it again doesn't. All right, I'm looking. At it.
It's a tamarin, but with lion hair.
Oh, it's a monkey.
It's a specific monkey.
Well, no shit, Sherlock. It's a lion. You gave it a very specific name. Yeah, it's a monkey. It's cute. Actually, it's really cute. So, why monkey?
Why?
Yeah. What
'Cause-
draws you to monkey?
Yeah, you looked at it right?
Yeah.
It's a king
Yeah,
in itself.
okay.
That's
All right, that's fair.
I
That's
see
fair.
myself into that monkey.
You see yourself, wow, and so humble too. Do I have a crown? Let me see if I have a crown. Liz,
What?
I don't have a crown asset.
Well, too bad you aren't a king, so
Yeah, but you know who? But I am Lord High Big Nuts.
sorry. I own the crown, so suck
That's
it.
true. You do have that crown. Yeah, but your crown
Yeah.
is made of tin.
No, my crown is a real crown. Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up, Damie.
Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. You know what? That's fair. That is fair.
You were gonna ask me a question though, and I forgot what.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, you were, Damie. What is up with you today, man?
I was not going to
You-
ask John. John's. John's,
Jolt.
get out of my
Jamie.
fucking chat. I do have a question for John's. John's, why are you like this? But Jolt, during your formative years, all right,
Okay.
there must have been someone or something that you looked up to. What is something from your formative years that really you think helped shape you?
You're asking me who was my what do they call it?
Did you have a hero or an idol or a role model?
My only role model.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I feel like I'm gonna lose the entire chat by saying this.
Okay.
My only role model is Jesus.
No, that's a very good role model, actually.
I'm okay with it.
Jesus is actually very pog.
Yeah, I'm okay
Yeah,
with it.
Jesus was the one to be like, no, this Old Testament shit, nah.
Yep. I am.
Nah,
yep.
I'm showing you the cool way, and
Yep.
honestly, he gives very
He
good
also hung out with
good
tax-
points.
Yeah, he hung out with tax collectors and hookers, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was very
not
accepting.
in the sense of like anything weird.
Yeah.
Just the
No.
fact that you
It was
know.
profound. It was something that
Yeah.
they thought like, oh well, we can't associate with these people, and it's like, no, people are people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even if
and
Well,
he,
we're
and
and
he's the
tax
one who
collection.
is throwing it in people's faces, being like, "No, you can be cool with
Yeah.
sinners. We don't
And
care."
tax collection was a huge. Tax collection has routinely, during older times, been considered a filthy profession.
yeah,
That only douchebags become tax collectors. Only people who are vile inside would go on to be tax collectors. So
yep.
associating with tax collectors and sorcerers, one of his, I can't remember who, but one of his disciples was a sorcerer. But the idea to, I'd have to look it up again. But I used to know I used to have someone that I knew who was overly religious, but in a bad way. And
Yeah.
so I specifically started studying the New Testament to shut him up when he got a little too out of hand. It's like, well, but be cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, it says that in there too.
Yeah.
Jesus calls them Pharisees,
Yep.
where they focus on the law too much, and you miss the entire point of what the message is.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what about religion uplifts you? Because it's clear that you've got the faith, and that's cool. I don't begrudge anybody their faith. But what about it like uplifts you? What brings you joy in faith?
Well, I guess the best way to put it is that a lot of people had asked Jesus this one message, and they said, "Well, what is the most important um, law, or what's the most important commandment?" And he
Yeah.
says, if you sum everything up, everything that you've learned, the entire law of the Torah, everything that you can go to any of religion, if you
Yeah.
sum up everything, it's two very important pieces.
Okay.
This is the two things you have to get away from everything else that you've learned. Love
Okay.
God, love your neighbor.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you do those two things, you've summed up every single law, every single thing that you could think of, every
Mm-hmm.
question that you've asked. You do those two things, and it's already answered.
Okay.
You're doing the right thing.
And is that what uplifts you in faith? Is that what really
Yeah,
clicks
that's
with
what
you?
yeah, that's what clicks with me because I'm like, okay, so if I'm stagnant or if I'm like closed-minded or if I keep to myself and stay away
Mm-hmm.
from everybody, hide in the shadows,
Yeah.
this is the opposite of what I should be doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I should be doing is growing and being like, well, why does this person feel this way? Or why does that
Yeah.
person feel that way? Okay, I understand. Okay, well, this person made a bad decision. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't hate them for making the bad decision. They just made a selfish decision. It
Mm-hmm.
affects me, so I'm going to put a barrier. I'm going to, put up a gate to keep them
Mm-hmm.
from affecting me.
Okay.
But I'm still going to treat that person with respect. I'm not
Yeah.
going to bash them or wish them harm because
Okay.
ultimately, do you love that person? Yes, of course you have to love that person. So you
That
don't want to wish
is
them harm. You
uplifting.
want to give them patience. You want to give them your kindness, especially if they're,
Mm-hmm.
trying to cross, the street. You're not going to run them over with a car. You're going to let them pass, you know?
That also explains why you that in and of itself also explains why you believe in the social contract. Because people
Yeah.
believe in the social contract when they do for different reasons. I believe in the social contract because I feel that everyone deserves to be heard, and
Yeah.
also as a, are you familiar with the Church of Satan?
Heard of it.
Yes. Okay. So as a Satanist, I really fall. Which, by the way, isn't as evil as you think. There's a tenet there that I really like. It's the idea of do whatever you want, but you cannot impinge on someone else's ability to do what they want. But you also can't hurt anybody. So it's an interesting idea of you can't actively try and harm somebody, and I love that idea of doing doing things to that you want to do to further yourself, or do things that you want to do to pursue your dreams and your passions. But the main thing is don't try to cause as little harm as possible. And that actually is the Hippocratic Oath. Above all else, do no harm. And I try and do that in my life. Above all else, do no harm. And now you can't not do that. No matter how hard you try, you're going to hurt somebody. That's sad, but it's true. I feel like mitigating the amount of harm and maximizing the amount of good you can put into the world, if you can try and do that, I think you're doing okay. I think, and at the grand scheme of things, I think trying to do your best is important. Joel, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about the idea of just try and do your best?
Um, it's a little tough to say. So
Okay.
I want to kind of break down what I've heard from the Satanism and what have you, and then go from there. So, um, and I'm not sure. This is just all, coming from my personal ideas. Is
Hold
that
on.
oh,
Oh God,
Sorry.
he's doing his
I
hourly.
choked on my
dying.
own spit. Okay, please continue.
I believe that Satanism was kind of like the same token that the Protestant Reformation was doing back in the whatever year that was, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Martin Luther. So
yeah.
it got to a point where people were taking advantage of the Bible, right? Of these
Mm-hmm,
lessons that were supposed to be given, and they started manipulating it and changing it and doing all this stuff. So then the Protestant Reformation said, no, 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 no. Let's go back to what it actually says, right?
mm-hmm,
So then they grabbed the core of the message and says, we shouldn't be doing this, we shouldn't be doing that. That's where the Protestant Reformation started. Well, of course, history repeats itself. And I believe that in a sense, the Church of Satanism was another Protestant Reformation, basically taking away the good values of what they've read and saying everything else that y'all are doing is not correct, which in itself is still tied to the lessons that were already given. It was, love your neighbor, starting off with that, right?
yeah.
And I think that people are just adding titles and stuff like that too for really no reason, because
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, it's not about what title you are, it's about what your heart is doing, right?
Dapper Damie, got it. Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. So I feel that there are people who are going to, I feel like there's good and there's evil people. The good people, doesn't matter what religion you are and what have you, the good people are going to look out for the other people. The bad people are going to look out for themselves first.
Okay. No,
And
I agree.
yeah, I feel like that's pretty much the divide in between the two things, and it doesn't matter what title you are. I don't care if somebody says they're a Catholic or Christian or a Buddhist, Satanist, whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm,
The title doesn't matter to me. I feel like that's just you putting on a mask. What matters to me is what kind of person are you? Are you a
mm-hmm.
selfless person or a selfish person? And that
Yeah.
determines if you're good or evil.
So I actually, one of the things I heard that was so interesting about selfishness and selflessness is there's an idea that selfishness and selflessness are opposites. That if you
Yeah.
are being selfish, you are not being selfish, which is true. But if you are being selfless, then you are not being. There's like I learned actually from my therapist that there is actually, that isn't 100% true. Being self-sufficient and self-care lands in this middle section. Just because you are not being selfless does not mean that you are being selfish. And I found that to be very interesting. In some cases, you're just being self-preservative.
Yeah.
And that was something that I thought that really like resonated with me, because I like the idea that the world is not as cut and dry as one would assume. When someone tells me, well, the world is full of shades of gray, I'm like, that's great, because it means that it's complex and it's fun and there's so many different ways to express yourself.
Right.
And I feel like I feel like the one of the best things that you can do is try and embrace the joys in life. Try and find things that really resonate and really spark with you, and pursue that. Kind of like how you're doing. You're pursuing all of these things that that make you happy and bring you joy. And I in my design, I'm trying to find things that bring me joy. And look at Liz. Liz is actively spreading joy with working with Stack Up, which we're all very proud of you, by the way, Liz.
Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Thank you.
I think that's important to try and find something try and find the joy in stuff. Even if things aren't going so well, try and find something joyous. And if you can do that, I think you're doing okay.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the things, because like you said with the internet, you can lose the idea of joy very quickly, or the idea that you don't deserve joy, or that joy is something that's out of your reach. But I don't think it is. I think that just common things that make you happy are important to hold on to, whether it be designing something or donuts. I had a donut today, by the way, Liz. It was delicious.
Glad you had a donut.
It was breakfast. What did you eat, Liz?
A bagel with cream cheese.
Jolt, did you eat today?
I ate jelly beans.
That's it? You just ate jelly beans? What's your favorite jelly bean?
I'm trying to figure out which one it is because I'm chewing it right now and it's like raspberry or something.
Spit it out.
I don't know. No, I'm
That's
gonna
not
spit it
how it
out.
works, Davey.
Oh. You can't just spit out the jelly bean and understand?
No.
No.
It's
Can't
all
do that.
crushed up now. It's all he can't look at it.
I think it's like a grape.
different.
I don't know. It's so good though. Like every time I get it,
really
I'm like,
grapes. Grapes are really good.
Mm-hmm.
That is going back to jelly beans. I feel like jelly beans, even just your normal jelly beans, can be like really good or a trap, because really badly made jelly beans is like upsetting to me. Like you go to eat the orange jelly bean and you're like, this will taste like oranges, and it tastes like a sponge.
It tastes like orange peel.
Yeah, exactly. I've had that happen to me. Where you're like, this is going to be grape, and it tastes like overly saccharine-y. Like, oh, this is terrible.
Oh,
But
no
I
wonder
keep
these are
eating
good.
but I keep eating the jelly beans because I keep chasing the idea that there's a jelly bean in here that doesn't suck. Liz, do you have a food like that? Or like a thing like that where you'll chase the dragon assuming it will turn out okay?
I guess I don't know.
Did I ever tell you about the Pringles theory?
No.
Okay, here's the Pringles. It's like the theory of gravity. Okay? It's true, but we call it a theory. Here's the thing. Pringles aren't actually good. The first Pringle
Hold
is
on.
delicious.
No,
Okay?
I
What do you mean,
disagree.
no? You
All of the
disagree?
Pringles are good.
Hold on. Hear me out. The first Pringle is good. Up until like the fifth Pringle. And then your taste buds start getting overwhelmed. And they start progressively getting less and less good. But you keep eating them because you want the feeling of the first Pringle. Until you get to the last Pringle and you're like, I should have known. Because it's true. Once you pop, you cannot stop. Because as you grow older, you learn something. Pringles want to be stale. It's like their life's work.
What?
Pringles want to be stale. Have you ever tried to like put the top back on the Pringles and come back like 48 hours later?
Oh yeah.
They're stale as shit. Pringles want to be stale. It's like their natural joy is being stale. And so you've got to eat the Pringles while they're there. Otherwise, you're going to go back maybe 24 hours later and you're going to have stale Pringles.
There's a contradiction in that theory.
All right, go for it.
Why would they make the entire circumference of the circle, the width of the Pringles can, so small that you can't fit your hand all the way in?
This is true. Or when you're younger and you do because you want to be Mega Man and your hand gets stuck. That's happened.
Yeah. Why not just make it wider, like slightly?
Because then they'll shake and they'll crush.
Well, just make the chip bigger.
Just make the chip. Make the chip. Liz, are you hearing this shit?
Yeah.
The chip bigger.
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel like that's going to work with the flavoring to chip ratio?
You just season it better.
You just season it. Well, you got all the answers, don't you, Jolt?
Yeah, like
Got
would
all
you
the
eat?
chip answers.
Let me ask you this: would you rather have a regular size can of Pringles that by the time you get to the fourth chip you can't get your hand past,
This is
or
true.
would you rather have a slightly shorter but wider Pringles can with a big giant chip that says Pringles extra large, and you go in, you grab the chip, and then you put it in your mouth, and you realize you can't fit the whole thing in your mouth because it's a little bit too big for your mouth, so you stretch it anyways.
Okay, the man has me at that. That's exactly the kind of shit that I would do. That is like Kit Kat Chunky. I don't believe in chunky Kit Kats.
What is a chunky Kit Kat?
Ew.
It's
Yeah,
so
that sounds really weird, doesn't it?
it's a
Sounds vile.
it is a chunky Kit Kat is a Kit Kat, right? With more chocolate in it.
Oh, okay.
It's a
But
big
this just
Kit
sounds
Kat.
like you melted the Kit Kat in your back pocket and then took it out and were like, oh, well, it's chunky now.
Have you okay? The dilemma of the melted Kit Kat. Okay? Also, yes, the benefit of Pringles is the lack of air in the bag, unlike Lay's that lie their asses off about it.
That is true.
That's true, too.
Yeah. So, you got the Kit Kat in your back pocket. It's slightly melty. Do you put it in the refrigerator to cool it down so that ideally it retains its consistency, or do you eat the Kit Kat?
You put it into a blender and make a Kit Kat shake.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
There's always a third answer.
Oh, I've never seen the chunkies before. Okay.
You
Oh,
haven't
thank
chunky
you,
Kit
Sir Big
Kats.
Cat.
All right, so I've got another theory. Okay? Did I ever tell you the theory of size to flavor?
The bigger it is, the less flavor it has?
Yes. The smaller the candy is, the more flavorons, which is the unit of tastiness. The more flavorons are concentrated. And
That makes
so
sense.
when you put it in your mouth, you're like, oh, this is a good concentrated amount of flavorons. There's less space between the flavorons in a big piece of candy. So like a bigger candy, especially if it's complex candy, like with layers or shit. Like if you just get a giant Hershey bar, it's just Hershey bar. Where are you going?
Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. I'll be,
Okay.
Why
yeah, no,
nerds
I'm good. I'm
flavor?
good.
Okay.
Don't worry.
all right.
I gotta look down here real quick, okay?
Okay, that's
There's
fine.
a scientific reason for that, though.
Do not touch my booze. Anyway, yes.
It's because of saturation.
Yeah, the flavorons.
Yeah. If something's really small, you can saturate it more.
Yeah.
You can put like a lot of sour into a tiny piece, but if you put that same
Yeah.
saturation across a wide surface, it gets either diluted, or you can make it so impactful that they put the whole thing in their mouth and then they just throw up.
Yeah. Now, there are some candies that are exempt from this. Charleston Chews are the same candy. They're long, right? But it's
Yeah.
the same experience throughout. Again, a giant piece of chocolate that's just milk chocolate is always going to taste just like milk chocolate.
Yeah.
There's no point in there. But if you take like a giant Milky Way, now you're getting complex. A giant Kit Kat, now you're getting more complex. Giant Reese's, can't do it. Can't do the king size either. Now you hand me those small Reese's, I'll eat that shit all day. Right? Like I'll eat that shit all day. But it's okay. Here's another one. Speaking of flavorons. Okay. Have you heard of this concept? If you put candy in the refrigerator or the freezer, it becomes more delicious the higher up you drop it in order to break it.
Depends also on the candy too, because if you grab vanilla ice cream and
Mm-hmm.
then you get one of those fruit roll-ups, not the long ones, not the fruit by the foot, not the fruit by the loop, whatever it's called,
Fruit by the
but the
foot?
fruit roll-ups, the square
Yeah.
one,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and
Just the
you
fruit roll up.
and you put a dab of ice cream in the middle of that, it
Mm-hmm.
will turn crunchy,
Okay.
and you can eat it like that.
Yeah, but you don't drop it in
No,
order
no,
to
no,
break up the pieces.
don't drop it. I'm just saying you wrap it around the ice cream and it will instantly freeze, and you can eat it, and it will break apart.
Oh, I've never heard of that actually.
Yeah.
That is an impressive.
Yeah,
That
don't
is
drop candy. Why would you drop candy? The 10-second rule doesn't apply after you turn like
no,
10.
you leave it in the wrapper, and you drop it to break it up.
Yo, Damie, what's
Yeah.
up with all the booze down here?
Sometimes Damie is nervous about an interview, and you know, he needs.
Damie,
his-
you're not
he needs
supposed
his
to drink
courage.
on the job, by the way.
Well,
I'm just saying.
No one would know that I was if you'd have kept your yap shut, you snitch.
Did you
Um,
feel left out because we have like headwear and you don't?
I'm wearing
no,
a hat
no.
right now.
I got my hoodie on.
Yeah,
You know?
I had a
I
hat.
got my crown. You see?
Shannon has a hood, and so you put on a hat to say.
Yeah.
And-
Oh yeah, Dapper Damie. Yeah.
Dapper Damie, it's a redeem. I get dapper. So, Jolt,
Yes.
you are stranded on a desert island.
Okay.
Okay. You have your survival shit, right? Because I hate asking this question when you haven't given people, when you haven't said, okay, you have all your stuff. So they're like, I'm going to bring a lighter. I'm going to bring a crow. What do you bring with you besides your basic survival gear?
I already have all my survival gear.
You have all your survival gear.
Do I want to answer this question comically or?
No.
Um,
Give me both. Give me comically.
So my literal answer would be a satellite radio or a
Okay.
satellite phone, right?
Nice.
But my comical answer would be you.
I'm the funny answer.
Yes.
Okay.
That was some riz right there, Damie.
That really was.
That was some major riz.
I
I'm
really
just
don't
saying.
know how to respond to
I'm
that.
just saying. Oh my God, Damie, this is your chance.
This is my chance.
I'm just saying, this is your chance. Yeah.
Hey, you want to get married?
No.
How about divorce? Do you want to get divorced?
No.
Ah, shit, I almost got him.
Damn.
Getting divorced precludes me had to get married.
Damn.
in the first
Oh,
place.
Bab was calling you out too.
You were gonna leave me for Jolt as my as manager. Don't you even start with me, Babu.
No, she was gonna leave. She was gonna leave you for me.
Don't even
Because
get
I'm
me
Miss
started,
Steele's
Babu.
your girl, you know.
You
I'm
are
easier
Miss
to
Steele's
manage.
girl.
Oh, yeah,
How do
that you know,
that I'm
honestly,
hard to manage.
Because I do a lot of things myself.
yeah. Also,
And
Damien, I
that's
had to
Jolt,
break it to you.
everybody. Thanks for coming. All right, yes. You hate to break it to me.
But you know, I mean, it's not very hard to tell. I mean, look at what Babu's doing right now. She's kind of hinting it. I'm just saying.
Oh, you offered your talents to play his game. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
You are enough work for me. It's bad because my memory's so bad.
Yeah, you're like
Babu has to
BoJack
fill my
Horseman.
calendar. Yeah, Babu has to fill my calendar for me.
It's okay.
So
My
I'm like-
calendar's full.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, we're gonna do, because I don't know if you know this, Jolt, but I am in high demand for collaborations. People like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, thank you.
That's why I said
appreciate
yes.
that.
I wanted to be a part of your thing because I feel
Well,
like it's
you
an honor
are
being here.
delightful. Thank you. So, Jolt,
Yes.
Did you know there was a cola named after you?
No.
Okay, so Jolt Cola was back. I'm not going to say when because, people will pick on me for being old. But Jolt Cola was like twice the caffeine of a normal soda. It would basically, Jolt Cola crawled so Monster could run. Like that's how that went. And it was not good, really, but, you know. So, did you know you're not supposed to drink more than 2 Monster Energy drinks in a day?
I've heard of something like that. But
Yeah,
by the way,
it's
my
caffeine.
my my name has 2 parts to it.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to introduce yourself properly. Go for it.
It's Jolt, as in
Yep.
to shock,
Yeah.
and Tier, as in the world.
As in the word. Oh, that's why you went with that.
That's my name.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I
Oh,
like it.
I was gonna say I love how he introduced himself as Joltier, and you just like did not pick up on it. And you're like Jolt,
I've been,
Jolt. I'm like, all right,
I've been seeing how
fine.
long I can do this before I got corrected.
It's kind of rude, Damie. Maybe I don't know. You should
I'm
be
at
like
2 hours and 46 minutes before I was corrected. Click.
It's okay. It's
So,
all good.
all right. So, my dude.
That's how I won.
Is-
I mean, people call me Jolt during my championship round in the Rookie Cup champion for Echo VR, so it's cool.
So is the tier? What is that Latin? What is that?
Yeah, that's Latin, and I do
That's
feature a
Latin?
little bit of Latin in my book, so I wanted to go with that.
Oh, that's very cool. There's some fun in sprinkling another language in with your work, which is always it's always pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Especially it provides good flavor text, which I'm a big sucker for just little extra bits and bobs in a work. Like, I didn't bother to learn Elvish, but I liked that it was a thing. Of course,
Yeah.
Tolkien was a linguist first. And then he's like, I have a language, what do I do with it? I'll write a fucking book. So thank you for that, by the way.
No, thank you. In fact, I want to do something. I want to give a gift to you and Lise after this.
What? Okay, cool.
I want you
I love
both
gifts.
to read or have the opportunity to read the first chapter of my novel.
That means
Yo,
so much to me.
yes.
Yay!
Oh my God.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Thank
That
you
is
so
gonna
much.
be. I've been dying to get another book lately because I'm about to finish the one I am reading right now.
But
So I love
Did
to
you
read it on my
did you read
downtime.
my book,
I
Liz?
have a stipulation.
What is your
Oh.
stipulation, Joltier?
So-
What is it?
If you decide to read the novel together,
Uh-huh.
whether it be either on stream
Uh-huh.
or on a Discord channel, you can pick whichever one. But if you decide to read it together live,
Uh-huh.
like with each other,
Uh-huh.
then I will not give you just one chapter, but I'll give you the first 5 chapters with the half of the book.
Wow.
Liz,
I want to
we're reading the
listen.
book
I want to
online.
listen. I want to listen to Damie read to me.
I will read to you.
You have a great reader's voice.
I actually read to Liz once. Liz was
Yeah,
like, read me a story. I'm like, okay, got you.
I needed it, and it made my day better.
Babu, I'll read it to you no matter what.
Bet.
But I will read it live on stream. I will have story time. There's a certain other storyteller that I know of, and they can suck it because now I have exclusive material. They
Oh,
can lick my
shit.
balls! I'm so petty sometimes, Liz.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Okay.
I would love to do that. Thank you so much, Joltier.
No,
That
thank
means
you.
A lot to
Thank
me.
you for having me here.
Oh yeah, you're a lot of fun. So, Joltier,
Uh,
what's your favorite piece of furniture?
That's such a random question. What?
It is.
my bed.
Okay. What kind of bed do you have?
It's a king size, but it's a special
Nice.
order because it is 1 foot deep.
That is okay.
1
please
foot
go on.
deep.
1 foot
Interesting.
deep.
Okay.
Yeah, the mattress is 1 foot deep, and then
Oh.
What kind of mattress is it?
it's like a huge special order hybrid type of. It's like one of the ones that you won't need another mattress for another 20 years if you choose.
Ooh,
I
okay,
love
okay.
those.
That's kind of what I have.
Yeah, I have something similar as well.
Yeah.
Do you have a weighted blanket?
I had a weighted blanket, but
Mhm.
it always gets tossed to the floor.
Okay, that's it can get a little warm under the weighted blanket.
Yeah,
'Cause
weighted
I've always
blankets are
said
too warm for me.
that if you need a weighted blanket, you really just need a hug.
Yeah.
Because that's what a weighted blanket does. It provides pressure, like of being held, which is why
Yeah.
I like it because it's comforting.
Because you need a hug.
Because I need a hug. I need lots of hugs actually. Liz, I have my flesh suit has a laundry list of disorders, and one of them makes me crave physical contact more than normal people, and so the way that I express it is by hugging people. That's one of my languages is hugs.
That's awesome.
That
And he
and
gives you
acts
a
of
signal
service.
for a hug too.
Yeah, I do this thing where I'll hold out my hands and I'll like wiggle my thing. I like close my hands. I
You do
open and
jazz
close
hands?
them.
Yeah, he
I
does jazz
basically
hands
jazz
almost.
hands at you. So
And that's the sign, and then I'm like, I got you, homie.
yeah, that's the sign for I need a hug. And so the other language that I do is acts of service.
Mhm.
It's hugs, it's physical contact, and acts of service are like my two. Like when you look at the love languages, those are my two. Because also those are friendship languages. Those are my languages. What are your love languages? Like
I'm
how do
needy.
you express it? You're needy.
I need
okay.
all of them.
Got it. All right, there you go. Hey,
I give all
like
of it,
that
and I
you're
need all of it.
I like that you're very open with that. Yes. And for some people, it is like that. You really need a lot. Liz doesn't need very much. Liz is very self-sufficient.
I am. I'm like
This-
I can't
She's like a snake.
cuddle. Yeah, I'm
What are
not a
you
very
eating,
cuddly
Liz?
person. Don't mind me.
Don't mind you. You'll
Don't
just
mind me.
fucking eat on the show again.
Yeah.
Have we gone through one of these where you haven't eaten?
I've been eating jelly beans,
Listen,
so I
it's
understand.
it's a long thing. I get a little hungry in between.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry.
That is true. That is true. You do.
But
get
if you
over-
have to know, I'm eating chips and salsa. Okay.
So what we
Why I've been
can
muting
do
myself.
is after this, we can do like a little lunch thing where we all, it like this is a studio. We just go in the back
It
of
is
the
a
studio
yeah.
and we just eat lunch together.
I like it. You know, Jeremy's pissed at me because I let him be a stagehand on Stack Ups with these, but like I don't trust Jeremy to do 4 hours here. No,
Yeah.
because his thing is when you ask Jeremy, how you doing today? Fucker's answer is D's nuts. Like, come on, Jeremy. I'm being serious here. So we fired him and he kept sneaking back in the studio. But when I went over to Stack Up, I was like, Jeremy, can you behave yourself? It's like, those nuts? And I'm like, close enough, Jeremy. Close enough. You can... Shannon used to have like a cap gun that we put rock salt in for her to shoot at
Oh
him.
my god.
He was... Like,
Yeah,
Shannon is the best
he's-
bouncer.
He's been I've noticed security has ramped up.
Yeah, security has ramped up. Very much so. Look, unlike Liz, I take the show very seriously.
Wow.
Which is why none of the titles were correct. Which is why I'm coughing constantly. It's very... It's a very serious show.
Yeah.
Okay?
At least your tweaking has gone down.
Yeah. You know what? It's because I stopped smoking the crystal meth while I was doing this.
Oh my god, Davey. What the fuck?
It's a special digital version of it. It's like you know what? Speaking of which, I might need a little bit more. So Liz, you just handle this for me.
Wait, wait, what? Huh? Wait.
He just
Oh,
disappeared.
okay. Okay, goodbye. Okay, I don't even know what the question was. What was he talking about?
I'm not sure, but now it looks really
lost
weird.
I lost
with his
it
hat.
halfway. Yeah,
Just
don't mind him. You know what? He's probably just getting, he's getting his fucking booze again or something. But oh god, what was he talking about? Dude, now he just left me in such a weird position.
that's your
Okay.
fault for not paying attention.
No, I just was trying to listen to like his conversation of what he was trying to say, and then he was like, Liz, take over. And I'm like, how do I finish this? Like, you said that you were doing meth, and then you just are like, all right, bye. I guess he's doing meth, I guess. But anyways, like, you're a man that wears many hats, right? You are a person that wears many hats. Is there anything that you have not learned yet that you are interested in learning down the road or plan to in the near future? Any like fun little things that you want to try out that you haven't yet?
There's one goal that I want to do, which is my final project, is I want to be
Hmm.
a chaplain. I want to
Oh.
go into hospice as well and do all of that.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, hospice is it's very rewarding, but it's also very tough.
I don't
Um
think so. I think it's easy. I think people are just crying.
Oh,
They're
okay,
just
okay.
weak.
Cause I have my aunt who is a hospice nurse. Like, you have to be a very specific kind of person to do that kind of work.
Yeah.
Because that work can be very difficult. Especially, and for some people it's easier because they know what they're going into, right? They're
Hmm.
prepared. They know what's gonna happen. But you develop these bonds with these people, and of course, like, you're like, oh, like, I know they're not gonna be around much longer. So you have to kind of like detach that in a sense.
What one of the things I've noticed too is, and I guess I'll just end it for this because I know we're going on 3 hours, but um, one of the things I've noticed is the types of people, going back to the two types of people, is
Hmm.
if you have the fundamentals of knowing or the idea of, hey, I'm going to be okay, let's celebrate this
Hmm.
life that I have, then you're going out with a positive look
Hmm.
on finalizing the chapter of your book, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and I've seen other examples where it's the exact opposite, where they're not looking forward to anything past their death. And I made the joke about, hey, I only have 50 years and then that's it. Check, like, that's it. And then I check out. But if I think that that's it and I don't have anything left after that, and I look at somebody who's ending maybe earlier than they should be or what have you, then it brings a negative um, set of emotions that comes with it. And you can only do that for so long. But if you have the positivity, if you know, like, hey, look, I'm celebrating this time that I get with somebody else, even when you look at somebody else, whether it be a relationship or even your parents or grandparents, you celebrate their lives and saying, hey, look, I got to experience 20 years of my life knowing this person, 10 years
Hmm.
of my life knowing who this person was. Wow, I am very lucky to have known this person. And I think
Hmm.
that those are just two different types of people that you're just going to find in the world.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, no, honestly, it's so funny that you mentioned that because when my grandmother passed away, she was like, I want you guys to throw a fucking party that's of celebrating my life. And that's what we
exactly.
did when she passed away. We had our time to mourn, but right after, her funeral, we went to her, her house, and we had a giant party where we celebrated her life. And it
Mhm.
was like a lot of fun because she wanted us to laugh. She wanted us to, you know, move on and not feel regret or anything. Like, she wanted us to be happy and to smile and to celebrate the life she had. And honestly, that's kind of the way, I after that, I was like, this is kind of how I want to go.
Yeah,
So this is how I want to go with this. Um because it's like, yes, it's okay to mourn, it's okay to cry because you're going to miss them, right? Like,
right.
you're never not going to miss them. There's always going to be that, like, cuz it's not going to be the same, right? Cuz now
Right.
they're gone physically. But it is good to try to be as positive as you can about the situation and really just celebrate their life and to have a short, grieving moment, a
Yeah,
grieving period. It's okay to go cry, but also remember to go and celebrate and smile. Um
And it's
So
also
that's
important why you don't hold grudges against those people because you
mm-hmm.
don't know how long you have with them. So
Yep.
every moment should be cherished.
Exactly. Every moment should be cherished. And you just it's why to make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them because you never know when it could be their turn. So you never know. But yeah. Well, welcome back, Amy.
I
I've
think
been
this is a
here for a
great.
while.
Yeah,
I
I
think
know.
and I don't mean to cut this short, but I think this is
Yeah.
a great stopping point. No,
Jamie, do
leaving
you want
off
to do
on a
your lightning round?
But
leaving off on a positive note and not a
but
negative one.
but we have games to play.
Oh, what games are we playing?
Yeah. We've made
Oh,
it
I
we've
didn't
made it
know.
to the back end of the interview, which is like
Okay,
30 minutes. All right,
let's
so
go.
we're going to play some games and then we will be done with the
Deal.
interview. All right, so Joltier,
Yes.
have you ever truly wanted to know the future? Have you ever wanted to part the veil between what is and what is not?
I think we already see the future. I'm more interested in the past.
Okay. Wow. Is there even anywhere to go with that, Liz? I can't just pull out Taboo now.
Okay, so there's this interesting game.
Yes.
Jamie, would you like to explain a little bit about what this is?
Yes.
Kind of the
Okay.
history and why we always love having it on the show because it's just very funny, the story
Yeah.
behind it.
All right, so let's do the thing. Let's capture it. There we go. All right, so this beautiful game here is called Taboo: The Sixth Sense. It was made in 1988. And the people who made GoldenEye, Banjo-Kazooie, that one game, Perfect Dark, Conker's Bad Fur Day, fucking Sea of Thieves, right? They made this game. This is a fortune-telling game.
Okay.
And it is, except for you're not interested in the future, so fuck, I'll just tell you about it. So, here's the thing. The reason why we play this game is because it is ridiculous. So what you do is you ask it a question, and it does a spread of various, it does a tarot spread, right? And it's kind of bonkers what it tells you. And then at the end, it gives you your final card, and I interpret what the cards mean. Now, this game and long play, Liz, do you remember how long it takes to play in? Because there's an any percent speed run on this game. All right, Liz, how long does it take to play?
To do the long version, it's
Yeah.
8 minutes.
Now, that implies that there's some sort of short play in this, which there isn't. It's just 8 minutes long, and this was a full-ass fucking game. This was like $30 or $40 back in the fucking day for 8 fucking minutes of gameplay. Oh! I'm just gonna put it away because he's like ruined that moment. I did the whole thing. And then
No,
you
listen. I'm here for it, because I wanted to see how you would respond to someone being like, no, I don't want to hear the future.
I'm more interested in the past. Like, okay, well, I don't have a game for that, Joltier. I don't have something for that.
I don't know. You can do your thing. I don't know.
No, you're good.
Did the cards tell you I was going to say that? And like, maybe you should have played it before you got
Maybe you should have read the cards beforehand to make sure. Gosh.
We're going to tell the future here. Okay, so we're going to play another game.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We're going to play a game involving my good friend Liz Justice.
Oh, no.
This is a very
Oh,
simple
no.
game. We're going to play for 7 minutes until you double back or until, in some cases, shit just gets fucked up. All right. So, okay. I'm going to ask questions like, what about Liz? Right? That's how they all start. And then you will give an answer and I will give an answer. And Liz will watch. Okay? Simple game, okay? Ready?
Ready.
Starting. What about Liz makes you think that she uses conditioner?
Her hair
Mm-hmm.
on her Abby probably, most likely, closely resembles her hair.
Mm-hmm.
I wish my hair looked like this every fucking day.
Oh dang! I made my Abby look like my hair. All right.
Yeah. So I would say because she has an inordinate amount of curls.
Okay.
You can't
What a-
control curls, so I will let you know that.
No,
The
Yeah.
curls
can't.
control you.
You can't
What-
control curls with conditioner. That doesn't
Yeah. No.
What
work.
about
Near Brazilian
Liz
blowout. Sorry.
makes you think that she had to special order the onesie?
Cause that's who she is,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and you have to complete the persona.
Yeah, I think it's because of the tatas. I don't think a normal onesie can handle that. I think it's less of a here's a boob window and more of a we have to cut it to get this to work.
Well, that's the third best boob quadrant.
The third best boob quadrant. What about Liz makes you think that in this picture she's just like no thoughts whatsoever?
Because she's usually no thoughts whatsoever.
Yeah. Look at just how blank it is behind those eyes. There is nothing going on there at the moment.
There is no thoughts behind these eyes.
All right. What about Liz makes you think that she's kind of stinky?
Because she wears the same narwhal outfit every day.
Yeah.
That's actually a first I've heard that, and you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Props to you. Props to you.
All right. God damn. All right. What about Liz makes you think that she's incredibly short?
Oh, wow. There's a lot of routes I can go with this.
Mm-hmm.
Better watch it, sir.
I think that Liz is short. Well, actually, most girls are short.
Mm-hmm.
But she would be extra short because she's in the narwhal outfit.
Okay. That was terrible, but all right. It's because Liz gives off short person energy.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Short
I do
person
not
energy.
give off what is short person energy?
It's what
Yeah,
you
she
give
does
off.
give off short person energy. That's
Thank
true
you,
too.
Joltier. Short
Oh my God.
person energy.
Oh my
you
God.
and Babu
No.
both give off
No.
short person energy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Unbelievable. I'm never
What?
coming back here. Good luck finding a new co-host.
Then you don't get your $5.
Fuck.
What about Liz makes you think that she has flippers rather than hands?
What? Let me see.
Oh, I think I pissed off Babu.
Because I don't. Because she has flippers rather than hands.
Because she has little flipper mittens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also because she's a mutant.
Yeah.
Is mine. All right. What about Liz? You know you did great. It's very clear that you like. I like that you're digging in there, but you definitely. It's hard after Peachy. Trust me.
Yeah.
Peachy, who actually called Liz a fish, didn't know that Liz wasn't a fish, doubled down on it, and then referred to polar bears as furry fish. It was amazing. All right, we're going to play 7 minutes, You're My Bro. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, for you have 7 minutes, and you're going to pimp 3 people, right?
Okay.
Whether you like them or you don't like them, you're going to talk about them, right? You have 7 minutes, okay? You're going to try and get as close to 7 minutes as you can. You lose if you go over. Once you talk about someone and move on, you cannot double back and mention them again, all right? You ready? Go.
Okay, but what am I doing for the 3 people?
You're talking about them.
Okay, well, let's talk about Sharon. Sharon's
Okay.
very small and cute, and I think Sharon would be a great asset to anybody that utilizes Sharon in any specific way, whether it be a friendship
Like
or
my
whether it be
rabbit?
Sharon. I'm talking about
Shannon.
Shannon. Oh, Shannon.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, Shannon.
Uh-oh.
So Shannon, my
Uh-oh.
bad.
Okay,
My brain didn't connect the R to the end. So
Okay, all right.
Shannon, is, as I think about it, the
She's
outfit that we
approaching
want to use for
menacingly.
the for this. Sorry, Shannon. Please forgive me. I've only met you today. So, Shannon,
Oh, she's okay with it.
um, I want to do the squirrel outfit. The squirrel wearing the bunny outfit, and I think that will be a very interesting piece because it will tie in something that is part of me and part of y'all's situation, where we can do a
Aw.
second interview, a third interview, a fourth interview, and we will actually establish a relationship that we can cherish.
You know what? I'm
Um,
okay with that.
yeah, I think this is going to be really cool. I think that I can actually add a little bit of lore into it as well.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
into the second and third book, which is going to be really interesting, because if Shannon is a part of the whole thing, then it'll be like a universe, so to speak, kind of like the Marvel universe or the
Cinematic
DC
universe.
universe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it'd be really cool. I can even imagine like doing an outfit and going towards um, um, Liz with the outfit, where we could do one of the characters where it's Liz featuring Shannon as one character in unison like that. And I
That'd
think
be
that'd be really
adorable.
cool. And not only that
Oh,
too, but I really like the fact that I got to meet you guys the other day, and I really appreciate that Liz and um, as you
Jamie.
guys, yeah. I'm not trying to go to the I'm not trying to go to the next person yet. That I got to meet to
Shannon
you guys.
cuddles up to you. It looks like you have won her over.
That I got to meet you guys, because you guys have helped motivate me pursuing this animation and what have you. And
Oh, that's so
honestly, I
nice.
think that you guys are um, people that I want to interact with more often. Now going to oh my gosh, now how to pronounce your name, because now my mind's going all everywhere. Dami.
Dammy. But
Dame,
that's okay. I'll be
It's okay.
Dammy
Dame,
for you. Everyone says
Dame,
Dammy, so it's
Dammy.
fine.
Dammy,
Or you know what he really likes to be called? The CEO
Damai,
Stack Up called him Dommy Mommy.
Nice.
Dami. I'm gonna call
Dammy.
him Dami.
Dammy, okay.
Demi, you're pretty cool. I think that you are an asset as well.
Oh,
And I'm
thank
not
you.
trying to rinse and recycle compliments, but what I'm just saying is
No, you're risen me up
that
hard.
everybody
I'm here for it.
that I met today has been, or not. I didn't meet y'all today, obviously the other day. Everybody that I've interacted with today has been absolutely amazing,
It's
and I
been less
definitely
than
see
24 hours.
it's been less than 20. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy to me, and I'm
Yeah,
wondering how much time I have left. Like 2 minutes.
I can't tell you that.
Oh goodness gracious! I know it was at like 11 minutes, but that's okay. And I can't go backwards, so I can't go back to
You
live.
can't go backwards.
That means I'm going to be talking about you for 2 minutes. How do you feel about that?
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about you
Okay.
for 2 minutes because I already passed up the other two. So, Dammy, I think that
Okay.
you are
All
an
right.
interesting individual, because I feel that there's a lot of things about you that you don't see in yourself because you doubt yourself.
Oh,
And
Christ. You and Liz are going to be up my
Oh my
ass now.
god, he can read you like a fucking book, man. He's calling you out. Thank you for calling that out about him, because I've been pointing that out to him all the time.
I want
He
you to
needs
do
to hear
three.
it from other people.
I want you to do something. I
Okay.
want you to make a list of 10 things that you want to do in your life. I
Okay.
want you to narrow down that list to the things that seem more accomplishable to three things.
Okay.
And in those three things, I want you to write or I want you to write the things that how can you accomplish those things? Like, let's
Oh,
say you
wow.
wanted to make $100,000. Well, how are you going to accomplish those things? And out of those
Eight
three
picks.
things, I want you to pick the one that requires the least amount of effort to do, and I want you to
Okay.
do that one thing.
All
Because
right.
I think if you give yourself at least a small goal or an accomplishable goal, that you will do that thing. Because I feel that a lot of the tasks or goals that you have
Mm-hmm.
are just ideas because you feel that it takes an enormous amount of work to get to that point. However, if you grabbed one thing that was accomplishable, let's say within a year's time, that you could get to that goal within a year, and you write down those things that you can do. Let's say if it was 12 things, then you'll have one thing per month to do to accomplish that goal. And then when you look back in 2025 of March 15th, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Jolt got me to this point. And I'll be like, it's not me, it's you. You did this. And then you're going to be like, oh, well, thanks, buddy. And I'll be like, no problem, man. And then we're going to be back doing the same thing a year from now, talking on this interview.
You're done. You're done. You have a minute 25 left. You have risked me. I don't know what to say or how to respond to this. So you win. You win that one.
Hey.
Nobody's ever won it before, but you win. Also, no
That's
one's
me.
ever said Shannon before, and that's why she came over to hang out with you.
You said three people, so I'm looking at three right here.
Oh my god.
Damn. Got the
You
Riz.
do.
Got
Okay,
the
now,
damn Riz.
so we're going to do this again. Okay?
Yes.
But this time you're going to call out 3 streams or streamers. Yep.
Streamers?
Streams or streamers. They could be influential to you. It could be it could be 3 people you can't fucking stand. It could be 3 people that you're just your buddies and you want to call attention to their stream. So you're gonna get 3 of those and you're gonna post their links in chat.
Oh, all right. Hold on.
Yeah. Take a moment to
Me-
get your 3 people.
How much time do I have?
7 minutes.
7 minutes.
So,
Okay.
and you go until you think that you're done or that the timer goes off. Because you can try and be like, go for the perfect pump, or be like, okay, I think I'm done, and be like at 5 whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm
Okay.
still fucked up from the previous games, so that's not cool. You really sent me for a spiral. I am very
Jamie, you
flustered.
just have been like this the entire time. All right,
Shut up,
let's
Liz.
just stop hiding behind excuses.
You know
So I
what?
have how much time? 7 minutes?
You have 7 minutes. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll fire it off.
I'm ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 1. Okay.
Go.
First of all, I want to give a huge thank you to this streamer right here. Damie, Demise. Oh, I like that. Demise.
Demise.
I'll take it. That makes me happy.
And Liz and Shannon, y'all are amazing. I definitely want to. I've already followed the stream, by the way,
Oh, thank
and
you.
I don't usually follow streams. I only have like 10 people that I'm following.
Oh my god.
But-
I'm
so,
honored. We
yeah, so-
appreciate it.
I'm following the stream. I definitely suggest anybody who's not following the stream to follow the stream. Anybody who is following the stream to subscribe. Anybody who is subscribed already to send out some subscriptions also, to give some subscriptions because I could use one. Just kidding. No, but it's
Someone
really cool.
gift him a sub.
I feel that that this talk show project that you got going on is definitely
Thank
really
you so
cool.
much for subscribing with your
Yeah,
pride. Hold on, I got to do a thing. I'm going to pause you for a moment. Hey, you've had a lot of choices where to spend your Bezos bucks. And thank you for spending it here. You are a person of taste and distinction. All right, you're back on.
Awesome. So yes, definitely everybody, I appreciate you. Second of all, I want to give a huge shout out to another Twitch streamer that just started Twitch streaming not too long ago, but someone who I've followed for years, Matthew Santaro. He shouted me out also. Really awesome dude. He does a lot of haunted games like Dead by Daylight and stuff like that
Post
too.
his link.
I'm posting it. Don't worry about that. But I'm not going to reveal the third one yet because I'm doing it in a cool situation. Anyways, so Matthew Centauro, you're awesome. I appreciate you. If you're watching this, thank you again for being you. You're bald. Everybody knows that. But that's okay because you have a lot of hair
Damn.
in my heart. Okay, because I don't know how else to say.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm gonna pause you
I
for
see
a
how it
moment.
is.
Thank you, anonymous gifter, for giving Joltier a tier 1
Oh,
subscription.
we have a tier 1.
There are many people that you could have given this subscription to, and Joltier is so happy he's going to give you a personal thank you. Go.
So in my eyes, Matthew Centauro, you have a long lock of hair. You have more hair than I do. So I appreciate you for being who you are. Hair in your heart. And then last but not least, I have to give a big shout out to Mr. D-Tone himself. That's where we met, into his server. And he's actually streaming right now. He's streaming a little Helldiver. So maybe after this show demise, you can go and hop in with him. And maybe y'all can co-stream together because I think that'll be
Oh my
really
God,
cool.
that would
I
be
definitely
pretty
think
cool.
that y'all should co-stream a lot more often so that way I can see both of y'all's stuff. And I
Aw.
definitely think you should interview him because he's a great streamer and he's a great guy, and I've known him for years also.
It's so
Um,
funny you mentioned that because Damie was like telling me, he's like, I must interview that man. And I was like, okay, go for it, man. Shoot your shot.
Yeah, no,
And
he's a
also-
really cool guy.
And
I'm sorry.
also, just to throw in, you get to guide the raid
You
afterwards.
get to guide
so
the
you
raid
get to
at the
tell
end
us
of this.
who,
So you get to
We're
tell us
going,
where to
we're,
go.
we're
to.
going straight to D-Tone's stream.
Woo! All
We're
right,
going to
cool.
Helldivers. He has 12 right now, and I know we've trickled down to 14, but right now we're gonna go over there and double his stream. And I would
Yeah,
love it if everybody stayed just to say hi to D-Tone's stream, just to boost him up a little bit, because that is where I met Damie and Liz. So by all means,
Yeah.
I'm going to post the links now. Boom.
Yeah,
Yay!
D-Tone
Make
is
sure you-
awesome, and you should go and definitely check out his stuff. He's a really cool dude. I just discovered him while I was doing my work, and I was like, yo, this guy seems really cool. And I started watching his stuff, and I started chatting with him.
Our
And
inner
then he
child is
dropped, and then
dead,
he
Ray.
gave, and then he gave me, the streamer himself gave me a sub, and I was like, sir, this is not how this works. So definitely go check him out. Please say hello to him, and definitely
D-Tone
leave
is
him a lurk.
amazing.
He's really a good dude, and I'm really glad to have met this community because, you know, I wouldn't have found him any other way. So I really do appreciate that I found him. So I'm very,
Excellent.
very fortunate.
We're not raiding yet.
Our inner
Yeah, we're
child
gonna-
is
we're
dead.
gonna
We
raid
have another
soon.
game. We're gonna raid very soon. We have one more game to play.
Listen, he got the raid message ready, so
did get
I'll
the raid
save
message
it.
ready.
Yeah.
Okay, and so the last game that we play is going to be the lightning round. Okay.
Lightning round.
So what the lightning round, and we're actually almost exactly on time between 3 hours and 30 minutes and 4 hours. I think, yeah, we'll probably end up at like 3:30. So here's the lightning round. I'm going to ask questions. Oh my God, thank you so much. Holy shit, we had Hype Train. Thank you so much, Jolt. Yay!
Hype,
Choo-choo,
hype, 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 hype.
motherfuckers!
Excellent. You know what? I'm going to flash you guys for it.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. Getting flash.
why?
Yeah. Flashing
What?
you
What?
guys. Yeah.
What?
Choo-choo.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want to be flashed.
I
I don't
already
like
did it.
that.
So,
The fuck?
still, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate it, you guys. So, here's the lightning round. I'm gonna ask you a question, okay? You're gonna say the first thing that comes to your head, all right?
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, hot weather or cold weather?
Hot.
Oh wait, hold on. We have one thing we have to do.
Sturgis.
Ah!
I like that clown thing. Can I lick your red nose?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God! Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you, Babu. Half a year of dealing with you. How does that feel? Like we should get married? All right. So, hot weather or cold weather?
Hot.
Favorite month?
May.
Favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Ooh, why?
It's the weekend.
Okay, that's true. Favorite season?
Winter.
Why?
Christmas.
He likes cold.
And then favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Excellent. All right, favorite convenience store?
Walgreens.
Nice. All right, favorite country that isn't America?
Switzerland.
Yeah, you like skiing?
Just love Switzerland.
Excellent. No, but that was the next question. Do you like skiing?
No.
Okay, can you ski?
I'm sorry?
Can you ski?
No.
Rice or bread?
Rice.
Apple juice or orange juice?
Apple juice.
How do you feel about noodles?
Cook them.
Do you like them?
Yes.
All right. What's your favorite pasta?
Lasagna.
Give presents or receive presents?
Give.
Climb a mountain or run a marathon?
Run a marathon.
If someone raised the roof, would you join in?
Yes.
All right. Favorite music genre?
Hip hop.
Favorite thing about the set?
Everything about the set, Shannon.
Yeah. Favorite thing about Liz?
The fish.
Wow. Okay. I see how it is. All right.
Do you
Sure.
like synthwave?
I'm talking about the joke itself, not you.
Okay. Sure. I see. Nice save.
Of all of the talents that you have, if you could only keep one of them, what talent would you keep?
Be myself.
Okay, excellent. That's a talent, you think?
Yes, I am a talent.
Damn! That was smooth.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Favorite TV, favorite program, whether it be TV or Netflix or whatever. What's your favorite one?
Netflix. I want my book to be on Netflix.
Oh, damn! Excellent. Okay. So, what's your favorite game type?
MOBAs.
MOBAs. Excellent. Favorite MOBA?
Smite. Well, my own, but Smite for now.
Smite's a good one. I do enjoy Smite. Explains why you want to do a 3D one. All right. So, how do you feel about rabbits?
Rabbits are cool.
Favorite shape?
Square.
Favorite number?
3.
Why?
Because all good things come in 3.
All right. And then the last question, what color are your underwear?
Black.
Oh, hot. So there you go. That's been the interview. I'd like to thank Joltier VT
Yes.
for coming and hanging out with us and spending the allotted 3 hours and 30 minutes with us. I'd like to thank you for your very deep and honest answers and just the way that you really let yourself be out here with us. Really were present in the moment. I really appreciate that. That was so much fun. I want to thank Liz once again for being here as my co-host. It is always a blast with you around. I'd like to thank Shannon for being Shannon and being adorable. I'd like to thank the goat goddess Shichi VT for being my Oshi. She's on the wall. And I would just like to thank also Dayton for introducing us to Joltier. Jolt, thank you so much for being here.
No, thank
were
you.
An absolute delight. So, we're going to guide the raid over to our boy. Let's see. How do I... Is it...
Our inner child is dead is crazy.
That's going to be our raid message.
Oh, my emotes aren't working. What the heck?
It's crazy that
Oh
you're
wait,
going
I don't
into-
have them anymore. Shit.
I'm going to copy this too.
Damn.
Control C.
So,
Got it.
You will see me again tomorrow. I will not be playing Helldivers. I will be playing Pacific Drive. Because I have to
They're
write
going to say Rim.
The Pacific Rim. I would love to. There is a Pacific Rim game and it's garbage. Oh, thank you so much for gifting
you, Babu.
Liz a sub. But with that, I've
Yay.
been Damie. I've been your dynamically augmented media independence, hardest working AI on Twitch. This has been Liz Justice, Narwhal Queen, ruler of the seas, full-time content creator, an amazing friend. And of course, I've been joined here by Joltier, the second most interesting man in the world. And I will see you tomorrow.